3 seconds. Awesome.
Plano West Wolves football is on KMKI 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com. This broadcast of Plano ISD football featuring the Plano West Wolves is sponsored by Mighty Fine Car Wash, serving fans of Plano ISD athletics for 34 years with 2 locations in Plano. Custer Road at 15th Street and Preston Road just north of Spring Creek Parkway. Buford Roofing and Construction. When you use Buford Roofing and Construction, you can consider yourself protected and customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances on Main Street in downtown Allen, serving the folks of Collin County for more than 50 years. Point of Origin Design, providing screen printing, embroidery, and design services online at pointoforigindesign.com. Flat Shell Auto Service and Repair Center on Preston Road at I-635. Plano ISD football featuring the Plano West Wolves is a presentation of KMKI 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Plano West opened their District 6-6A campaign with a difficult loss to crosstown rival Plano East last week. Tonight, the Wolves look to get back on track and even their record in the district as they meet the Broncos from McKinney Boyd, who are also in search of their first district win after losses to Allen and Flower Mound. Hello, everybody. Reagan Ratcliffe and David Collier with you on another terrific night for high school football in North Texas. Plano West coming in at 1-2 this evening, 0-1 in District 6-6A action. As for McKinney Boyd, they've stumbled out of the blocks as well to the tune of a 1-3 start. And David, while the Wolves are 0-1 heading into tonight's game, they very well could have played one of the top teams in the district last week in what we saw from Plano East.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, you look at last week's game, and it was very easy to see all the athletes that Plano East had on really both sides of the ball. And, you know, Plano West, it wasn't their night from the get-go, but you know what you do, you put that one in the trash, you learn what you can from it, and you go forward and see what happens. It was just one district game. You still got a lot of football to be played, and I'm sure that's the message for this team coming into tonight.
Well, tonight it is McKinney Boyd across the way who comes to town, and a team picked by many to finish among the top-tier teams in the district. High expectations for them. They feel like they've got a playoff-bound team, but after a Week 1 win against Mesquite Horn, the Broncos have really struggled to live up to expectations, having dropped their last 3.
Yeah, this could be kind of a make-it-or-break-it game for both teams in this district. I mean, you look, luckily Plano West has only got that one game under their belt, only 0-1, while McKinney Boyd comes in at 0-2 in district play. That can't afford to drop 3 in a row to start district play. It's going to be tough. This is going to be one of those games where you see really every guy leaving it all out there on the field because, like we said last week in the pregame, we all know Allen's going to be one of those 4 playoff spots. Plano East certainly looks like they're well on their way to a playoff spot as well. It's going to be a tight battle for those last 2 spots, and if either one of these 2 teams wants to get in that race, they need a W here tonight.
Well, one area that the Wolves are really trying to shore up is their ground game offensively. Just not been able to get on track. And Plano West fans remember that ground game last year, Soso, Jamambo, and the big offensive line, and how they were able to move the chains. A little bit different field this year, and part of that may be in the fact that it's a new system that this group is learning tonight. They're going to try to find a way to get that ground game going.
Oh, no doubt that's been the missing piece that has really held this offense back. You look at the job, especially in those first 2 ball games, that Logan Williams did of really putting this offense on his back. But they can't ask him to do that week in and week out. They need to get the ground game going. It starts up front with that offensive line, getting anything going. And you know, just looking to see what you can get. Is Tyler Campbell, how healthy is he? We didn't see him at the latter part of last week. Can he go here tonight? Can he be that playmaker that they hope? J.D. Mannigan behind him. Can he come in if he needs to give Campbell a break? Can he, not miss anything in the ground game? Just whoever they turn to, they've got to get some kind of, just contribution from on that sideline and see if they can use that run to open up this passing game, because it can't all be relied. These veteran wide receivers that it is a senior, field group they can't do it all for this offense. They've got to get something going on the ground. If they can, we've seen what this offense can be if they get both of those going.
Lots to come here tonight on the Buford Roofing pregame show. It is Plano West and McKinney Boyd tonight from Clark Stadium. And when we come back, we'll take a look around District 66A, tell you what's on tap for tonight. Also give you an inside look at some of the other marquee matchups across the Metroplex this week. And that's all coming up next on the Buford Roofing pregame show on KMKI 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Buford, owner of Buford Roofing and Construction. Being a former NFL player for the '85 Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears, I understand the meaning of teamwork. Replacing your roof is a total team effort from the moment one of our representatives steps foot on your property until the final inspection is made. Mention this ad and receive up to $1,000 off your roof replacement. What are you waiting for? Call us at 817-329-ROOF or go online at BufordRoofing.com.
Want a clean car? You'll have one when you use Mighty Fine Car Wash. Go with the pros that have been cleaning cars for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash offers both fast lane exterior and full-service washes. You'll always get a top-quality wash quickly and at a fair price. Same owner, same phone number for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash, with 7 DFW locations, including Custer at 15th and Preston Road just north of Spring Creek and Plano. Mighty Fine Car Wash.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
Let's say you want to repair your own credit. Maybe you think you can just cut out that charge-off. Pound that tax lien down so nobody will notice it, and slap up a new coat of paint and hang some new drapes, and lenders won't notice those judgments, slow pays, and collection accounts. If your wife makes you watch DIY or HGTV, you might think repair work is something you can do yourself. But ever notice how those do-it-yourself shows always have pros come in and do the hard work? When it comes to your credit report, let the heavy hitters at RepairMyCreditNow.com go to work. They specialize in credit repair, restoration, and education. So if you're tired of living with bad credit, log on now to RepairMyCreditNow.com. You don't have to live with bad credit, and you can start the repair process by logging on RepairMyCreditNow.com. In fact, log on right now and get your free credit report repair evaluation from RepairMyCreditNow.com. Don't try to do it yourself.
Is that blood?
Log on now to RepairMyCreditNow.com.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here.
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Welcome back into the Buford Roofing pregame show. Reagan Radcliffe along with David Collier in the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth as we get you ready for Plano West and McKinney Boyd. Let's get you up to date on the goings-on in District 668 tonight. A lot of action across the board. Maybe the marquee matchup, not only in the district, but maybe across the Metroplex tonight. Marcus at Allen. Both teams come in undefeated. Marcus in that game last year against Allen, they led late into the fourth quarter. Allen with a dramatic comeback to win in the final minutes, led by Kyler Murray. Allen rides that 47-game win streak in tonight at home against Marcus in a terrific matchup there. Elsewhere, Plano is at Flower Mound. Plano is a surprising 0-2 after a 65-0 loss to Allen last week. Flower Mound is riding high after a 28-27 upset win over McKinney Boyd last Friday. That snapped an 11-game losing streak for the Jaguars. And then elsewhere, Louisville's at Hebron. Louisville's 1-2. Their lone win over Richland. Hebron at 1-3. The only win they have came 2 weeks ago over Plano in the district opener. As for some of the top matchups outside of the district tonight, we'll give you an inside look at three of those key games, starting with Arlington Martin versus Arlington Lamar. It's over at Cravensfield tonight in Arlington. That's a Martin team trying to get back on track after suffering a couple losses after that outstanding start they had with a win over DeSoto.
Yeah, no doubt about that. They come in at 1-2, but don't let that record fool you. As you said, a big win over DeSoto to start the year. Since then, have dropped games to Skyline and South Grand Prairie by a combined 10 points. So this is a talented team who just had been on the unfortunate end of a brutal early schedule. And it doesn't get much easier tonight. Lamar comes in with a ton of confidence after breezing through their last two wins, and they'll lean heavily on one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country in Shane Buechele, who's committed to Texas. Buechele has 600 passing yards on the year, 8 touchdowns, comes in with 2 interceptions, but he's also a threat with his feet, one of the top dual-threat guys being looked at by schools all over the country. So combine that offensive production with the Lamar defense that's giving up just 16.3 points per game, and Martin is in for another big test against Arlington Lamar here tonight. Outstanding
win there, and many baseball fans across the Metroplex, or Texas Ranger fans in specific, remember Steve Buechele, a great third baseman for the Rangers, his son you talk about there at Lamar. Elsewhere tonight, over at Highland Park, they take on North Mesquite, a Scots team that's trying to rebound after a couple of losses, or a loss 2 weeks ago against the team in from Pulaski, Arkansas. As for North Mesquite, talk about surprise teams. They're at 3-0 and off to an outstanding start themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Highland Park, you always assumed if they're playing at home, they're going to win the game, and all of a sudden 2 weeks ago, it doesn't happen. And they're in real danger of losing, 2 in a row at home, which is pretty surprising. You look at this North Mesquite team, the Stallions have blown past everyone that they've played so far this season, averaging 48.3 points per game, giving up just 7 points per game. So when you've got that kind of win margin going on your side, it's very difficult for teams to really prepare for you and find a way to win ball games. Highland Park, on the other hand, has had a difficult time slowing down his opponents, as the Scots are allowing 31.3 points per game. Highland Park will be hoping for a shootout, and why not? When you look at who they have at quarterback, Henry Allen is completing nearly 70% of his passes this season. He's thrown for 821 yards in 3 games. He's totaled 7 touchdowns, and he does have 3 interceptions on the year. But the Scots are going to need him to have a big, clean game for them to really outscore this North Mesquite team, who's off to a very hot start.
From the Class 6A rankings, look down at Class 5A now, and probably the premier matchup there. You go over to Mansfield to Newsom Stadium, and a big one tonight, Mansfield Summit taking on Mansfield Legacy.
Yeah, this is a fun game, District 14 5A. Both teams enter tonight on fire offensively. Summit scoring 46.5 points a game, Legacy averaging 53.2 points per game. So we could be in for quite a shootout here tonight. But the difference in this one might be, who has the edge defensively. And coming in, Summit giving up just 17.2 points per game compared to 42.5 given up on average for Legacy. And you have to imagine that that's in Mansfield Summit's favor. They'll rely heavily on the play of their quarterback, Braden Nolan, who has totaled 817 passing yards and 13 touchdowns on the year, while Legacy, on the other hand, will ride the play of running back Cameron Session, who has racked up 624 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns on just 110 carries.
Well, here from Clark Stadium tonight, it is Plano West and McKinney Boyd, 2 teams trying to right the ship and get their first victory in district play. And when we come back, we'll take you inside the keys to tonight's game for Plano West as they get ready to take on the McKinney Boyd Broncos. That's coming up next on Buford Roofing pregame show on 6:20 a.m. and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
Hey, Plano ISD football fans, Maury Buford with Buford Roofing and Construction. Living in Texas, you are no stranger to the Texas heat. Would you like to cut your AC heating bill up to 50%? Would you like your home more comfortable? Foam insulation is your answer. Call me for a free analysis and estimate of your home and start saving money now. We can be reached at 817-329-ROOF or at our website, BufordRoofing.com.
Hi, this is Gail Washington, a veteran of the United States Air Force. If your desire is to work on aircraft or fly them, Tarrant County College has a program for you. Our Center of Excellence for Aviation, Transportation, and Logistics offers a 2-year Associate of Applied Science degree, a certification in aircraft maintenance, or our Professional Pilot Center training. All Tarrant County College aviation programs are under one roof, along with the Logistics and Supply Chain Management program, which includes warehouse and transportation management, avionics technology, airframe maintenance, and advanced composite technology. Core academic areas are also offered at this facility to support degree-seeking students. For more information on Tarrant County College Center of Excellence for Aviation, Transportation, and Logistics, please visit tccd.edu. That's tccd.edu. Tarrant County College. Success within reach.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here.
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Welcome back to Clark Stadium in Plano, Texas, and the Buford Roofing pregame show. Reagan Ratcliffe along with David Collier tonight. It is the Plano West Wolves and McKinney Boyd Broncos. And as we look into tonight's keys to the game, David, let's start on the offensive side for Plano West tonight. Really, the ground game has been the main point of concern here early in the season. And tonight they'll be faced with a task once again of facing a stingy defensive line and talented linebacking core.
Oh, no doubt about it. And we've seen what's happened previously whenever that's been the case for Plano West. They haven't had a whole lot of success. And it's going to be the play of this offensive line up front for Plano West to see if they can get anything going on the ground. It's going to be very interesting to see what this coaching staff decides to do, how they decide to attack it. You saw last week they really had an emphasis early in the game of trying to pound the ground game early to open things up, trying to get it going, trying to force it. So, and it's going to be interesting to hear tonight. Do they continue that same path, or do they rely a little more on this passing attack to maybe try to spread that defense out and then maybe get some confidence there? If you can have a couple runs, you get some confidence, but ultimately it's going to be on the shoulders of this offensive line.
Well, the defense has their work cut out for the night. Plano West will see perhaps maybe the best pure passer in the district in Grant Ressmeyer, a guy who was first-team All-District last year. And when you look at how does West try to slow down this passing attack of the Boyd Broncos?
Yeah, it's going to be very tough. I mean, you look, and you can kind of say that maybe one of the strengths so far of this team has been the secondary. They defended the ball pretty well through the air, especially deep. I mean, you see whenever teams have gotten some yardage on them, it's been because it's been a dual threat quarterback. It's been a guy that can get out of the pocket, escape the pressure, and make something happen when they've had to defend for a long time. It's going to be some interesting matchups with the Kilpatricks out there, with Justin Fisher, who's played really well the past couple of weeks as well. That's going to be the key. Just get pressure in the face, and also at the same time, you've got to create some turnovers. That's been the bread and butter of this defense here for the past about year and a half, 2 years now, where they create turnovers. They allow short fields for this offense, and on the flip side of that, when they do get the short fields, they've got to take advantage.
Well, we are just over 10 minutes away from kickoff tonight between Plano West and McKinney Boyd. And coming up next, we'll sit down and hear from Scott Smith, head coach for the Wolves, about tonight's matchup and the keys for his team to get to 1-1 in district. That's coming up next on the Buford Roofing pregame show on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Fort Worth West is a quality, award-winning extended stay hotel offering daily, weekly, and monthly rates. Guests rank us 4.8 out of 5 stars. Our 80-suite hotel offers guests the comforts of home, from premium beds and custom-designed kitchenettes to free high-speed internet and guest laundry. Our hotel is clean, energy-efficient, and pet-friendly. Candlewood Suites Fort Worth West is an excellent choice for relocations, TDY assignments, training classes, and business and leisure travelers. It is also a wonderful choice for a family getaway, as we are nestled right in front of Dallas-Fort Worth's premier water park, Hawaiian Falls. Come stay with us and enjoy all there is to do and see in West Fort Worth. At Candlewood Suites Fort Worth West, we are committed to community. We proudly serve Tarrant County College, Lockheed Martin, and NAS Fort Worth Joint Reserve Base. Thank you for your service.
Book reservations today at CandlewoodSuitesFortWorth.com. That's CandlewoodSuitesFortWorth.com.
Do you want to change the lives of children in our community? If so, join us at the Nancy Lieberman Charity Celebrity Golf Tournament Tuesday, October 13th at Prestonwood Country Club in Plano. Join us for a day of friends, fun, and golf as we raise money for children here in the Metroplex. If you want to chip in and play or sponsor, call 972-473-2121 or go to NancyLiebermanCharities.org. Thanks to all our sponsors, and I'm looking forward to a great day on the links.
Want a clean car? You'll have one when you use Mighty Fine Car Wash. Go with the pros that have been cleaning cars for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash offers both fast lane exterior and full service washes. You'll always get a top quality wash quickly and at a fair price. Same owner, same phone number for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash with 7 DFW locations, including Custer at 15th and Preston Road just north of Spring Creek and Plano. Mighty Fine Car Wash.
And welcome back in the Buford Roofing pregame show. It's Plano West and McKinney Boyd tonight from Clark Stadium. And always have a chance now to talk with head coach Scott Smith. And coach, you look back to last week's loss, trying to bounce back this week. A loss to a tough Plano East team that may be one of the better teams in the district.
No doubt.
What was the message to the team going into this week? Tonight from Clark Stadium, and always have a chance now to talk with head coach Scott Smith. And coach, you look back to last week's loss, trying to bounce back this week. A loss to a tough Plano East team that may be one of the better teams in the district.
No doubt.
What was the message to the team going into this week?
The thing that we really talked about a bunch is this season, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and so one game will not determine the outcome. And, we can definitely play better. So, you learn from it on Saturday morning, you talk about it, you watch that video, and then Saturday afternoon, man, you move on and it's time to go play Boyd. And so it's not that 100-yard sprint. It's a marathon. You got to hang in there. Every day you got to come to work. Every day you got to get better. I think we did that this week. I know our practices were upbeat, positive. Man, the kids were flying around. We had good work this week. So, try to keep that focus of the marathon thing and get ready to roll against Boyd.
Take on a Boyd team tonight that's off to a 1-3 start. A tough loss for them last week, 28-27 defeat, an upset loss against Flower Mound. For them, what strikes you? As you watch them on film, both sides of the ball, what stands out?
Well, Coach Drake and his guys do a great job. They have a great scheme for their kids. They're physical, and they execute really well. And when you put a team like that on the field, you got a chance every week. And then you add to it, they've got some talent. They've got a big right tackle that's a Division I kid. They got 2 tremendous wide receivers, quarterback that can get them the ball. They got a defense that's got a big old nose tackle that's about 285. They got a big defensive end, and their outside linebackers are the key to their game. And those guys are football players, and so they do a great job. And so they're going to have a chance every week that they step on the field because of what they do and how they do it.
For them offensively, so much starts with their quarterback and Grant Restmeyer, an all-district quarterback last year, and a talented core of receivers. How do you try to keep them off balance tonight in the passing game?
You try to move it around a little bit, try to show some disguises on our coverages. Obviously, we need to try to put a little pressure on him, but he's so effective in their quick passing game that you don't really put too much pressure on him because you get the ball away real quick. And then when you do that, then you put your corners out on man coverage with their wide receivers who are talented. So, it's going to be a fun night. I think we got a great defensive game plan. I'm ready to go see our kids execute.
Having a chance tonight to visit with Scott Smith as we get you ready for Plano West and McKinney Boyd. And you talk about the defensive front for them and how big they are up front. What become the keys tonight to get the ground game going and also provide protection for Logan Williams in the backfield in the passing game?
Well, confidence first and foremost. We talked about the last couple of weeks, our guys just not being hesitant, but being a little bit insecure with some of the things that we were doing just because of all the newness. We're only really 5 weeks into this thing with everybody, and so some of the newness stuff, and that was what we focused on in the bye week and then the week against the East, and now this week is really going back and what we do and executing what we do on the offensive side of the ball. And so I think that confidence is going to help us a ton tonight.
Turnovers has been a big plus for you, +5 in fact early on this season. For Boyd, they're a team that's averaging about 1 turnover per game offensively. How big does the turnover factor become in a game where you've got really 2 hungry teams tonight for a win?
Man, it's huge. When it comes down to football, it's really easy. Blocking, tackling, and securing the football. And if you can win that turnover margin, you got a great chance of winning the game. And that's one of the great things that our guys have done. I mean, we've had an opportunity to create turnovers, and offensively we've done a good job of holding on to the ball. And so we're going to focus on that and hopefully get a few more tonight.
This is a team that's had to battle from behind the last couple of times out and have been able to do that. How important is it tonight to come out, set the tone early, and try to get out to that early lead?
Yeah, that start is always huge. I tell those kids all the time, it's not about where you start, but it's how you finish. But that start can really dictate that finish a lot of times, and so we want to get out on a good fast start. We want to, if we're on offense first, man, we want to move the ball, move those chains, put some points on the board. If we're on defense, man, that rallying cry, a 3 and out, is huge. We really need to step up, bow our necks, and get our butts off the field, get that ball to the offense.
Always enjoy the time, Coach. Best of luck tonight getting that first win in the district.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
That's Scott Smith. It's Plano West, McKinney Boyd from Clark Stadium tonight. The starting lineups are coming up next. This is the Buford Roofing pregame show on KMKI 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Welcome back to the Buford Roofing pregame show in the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth as we get you set for Plano West and McKinney Boyd. And here are tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for McKinney Boyd offensively, big across the front line. The left tackle, Patrick Quintana, a 3-year starter. Opposite of him at the right side, Tyrese Robinson, 6'4", 300-pound junior, the district offensive newcomer of the year in 2014. The guards are Williams Ellenberg and Cade Wilson, and the center is Seth Ambrose. The tight end is Max Poussard. Quarterback, Grant Ressmeyer, 6'4", 200-pound senior, 923 yards through the air, 8th most among Class 6A quarterbacks here in the Metroplex area. Running backs, you'll see a pair tonight, Caden Markham along with Doran Gibson, and the wideouts are outstanding, Brandon Bowling, Stephen Driscoll, and Jeremiah Campbell. For Plano West defensively, they're based out of a 4-3 look. Caleb Abebefe and Marco Saracini are the ends. Malik Monroe and Keith Ferran man the middle at the defensive tackle spots. Wamed Sonogo is the team leader in tackles. He's at the middle linebacker position. Then Jared Valisano at strong side linebacker. Chris Ledesma is on the weak side. The corners are Ade Kilpatrick and Justin Fisher. Ashton Johnson gets the start at free safety tonight for an injured Malik McLemore. And then Amir Kilpatrick, the strong safety, leading tackler in the secondary. For West offensively tonight, the tackles are Travis Hall and Anthony Cansabedian. The guards beyond Orsterman and Ryan Krumholtz, and the center is Callie Eric. Quarterback is Logan Williams, who's thrown for 600 yards, 7 touchdowns, and a pair of interceptions. Tyler Campbell's in the backfield at running back, 175 yards in 3 games this year. 4 wideouts, Bennett DeBrow, Jackson Webb, Matthew Dean, and Riley Castora. For McKinney Boyd defensively, a 3-4 look. Noah Prater and Ramon Redis are the defensive ends. Justin Stewart, big fella in the middle at about 270 pounds, is the nose tackle. The inside linebackers, Ron DeBoo and Braden Webb, who's the team leader in tackles. The outside linebacker, Blake Burton and Drew Robinson. Armani Jenkins and Jordan Jones are the corners. And the safeties, Antonio Tamez and Parker Noren. You're all set for the district, or the second district game of the year for Plano West. They're taking on McKinney Boyd. 2 teams looking for their first win in District 6-6A, and the kickoff is coming up next. You've been listening to the Buford Roofing pregame show on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
From Clark Stadium in Plano, Texas, it's 2 teams in search of their first win in District 6-6A as Plano West and McKinney Boyd getting set to meet under the lights tonight. Hello, everybody. Along with my broadcast partner, David Collier, I'm Reagan Ratcliffe. It is another terrific evening for high school football here in North Texas. Temperatures at 92 degrees, clear skies as the sun set, and Plano West will kick things off. They'll defend the north end zone. Boyd will receive and move right to left. West at 1-2, coming off a 36-8 loss last week to East. Boyd has lost each of their first 2 games in district. And here's the kickoff from Alistair Stark that will drive Brandon Bowling back to the 3-yard line. He's across the 15 outside and is tripped up at the 17-yard line. Nice ankle tackle there by Josh Oliver. And so it will be 1st and 10 for Boyd at their own 18. First time we'll have a chance to look at Grant Ressmeyer, a 6'4", 200-pound senior. First team All-District quarterback last year, a guy who was a backup on the varsity as a sophomore 2 years ago. It was Curtis Ladd who was the quarterback at that time, a 3-year starter, and Ressmeyer has really just filled that void left by Ladd last year and went on to earn first team All-District honors, and he has had a terrific start this year. He's completing 54% of his passes for 923 yards. He operates out of a 4-wide set. Ball's on the left hash. 4-man defensive front for West, and now they shift that line to the left. Ressmeyer drops, throws. Pass in the flat is dropped incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Bowling out of the flats, and it's incomplete. He'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, had a guy open, just a misfire there, and that's going to be really important. They don't want Ressmeyer to get in a rhythm here. He's a guy that can really hurt you. Standing tall in the pocket, can pick apart the secondary if he's given the time. Certainly, if he's a little off target here tonight, certainly not a bad thing for Plano West.
2nd down and 10. Just underway. Opening drive here at Clark Stadium. Ressmeyer changes the play. The play clock's at 15. Straight drop, looking, good protection. Now rolls to his right. Sano goes in his face, drops this one in the flat. Pass caught at the 25. First down yardage outside the numbers to the 32-yard line. Picks up the first down. It was Bowling on the reception, and it was Jared Valisano on the tackle. It's a 1st and 10 for Boyd.
Yeah, that was a really nice job by Ressmeyer rolling out, went through his progressions, looked like he wanted to go a little more downfield, came back, found the open man, easy first down.
1st and 10 from their own 32, moving right to left. Ressmeyer throws, pass caught, Bowling, near side at the 34, and he's wrestled down there. It's a short gain of a couple. Bring up a 2nd down and 8. Boyd tonight's in their white uniforms, red numerals and letters, the navy pants and the navy helmets with that red stripe down the middle. Plano West in their blue jerseys, white numbers, white pants, and the white helmets tonight with the bold block letter W in blue. Here's a 2nd down and 8 for Ressmeyer. First inside handoff to Bowling, who tries to get outside, and he does to the 40-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. It's a late hit. Bowling was already out of bounds, and coming over to make that stop was DeMarcus Hall, but he was already a couple of yards out of bounds. So our first penalty of the night will give Boyd a 1st down. As Bowling was knocked out at the 40, was going to give Boyd a 3rd down and a short 2. Instead, with this late hit personal foul, it will move the chains into West territory. It's a 1st and 10.
Late hit. Blue. 15 yards. 1st down.
So DeMarcus Hall with the hit out of bounds, and now Boyd with back-to-back first downs. They move into West territory. That first down brought to you by Mighty Fine Car Wash as Boyd crosses over into West territory. Ressmeyer will operate again with 4 wides, 2 set to either side. Ball on the left hash at the 45-yard line of the Wolves. Bowling to the left of Ressmeyer. Now he drops this one. Little dump pass to Bowling near side across the 45 to the 40. Hammered down at the 38. It has been a heavy dose of Brandon Bowling here in the early going on this drive.
Yeah, really nice recognition there by Ressmeyer. Chris Ledesma, weak side linebacker for Plano West, came there on the blitz, just dumped it right over the top of him to his check down man, and a pretty easy first down pickup of 7 yards right there.
Opening drive, 10:34 to go. Plano West shows blitz off the outside. Pass tipped and caught near sideline at the 36 and hit immediately close to a first down. On the near side, that catch made by Stephen Driscoll. First reception for him tonight. Looks like it's going to give Boyd a short third down and maybe just a little over half a yard.
Yeah, Jared Valisano is the guy who got a fingertip on that one, and you heard in your interview with Coach Smith before the game, he talked about how quickly they get the ball to their hands. It's going to be a big point of emphasis. If you can't get there, get your hands up, see if you can bat something down.
Caden Markham now in the pistol behind Ressmeyer in a third and about a half a yard. Straight ahead, big hole. Markham into the secondary. 25 slung down at the 21. First down yardage. First time tonight we've seen Caden Markham, a junior who tries to replace the likes of Dedrick Scrivens, who was a first-team all-running back last year, and now it's Caden Markham who's really split time this year with Doran Gibson. He gets a big first down yardage. It's 1st and 10 at the 26 of West. Again, a 4-wide set. Bowling's now the running back to the right of Ressmeyer. Inside give. Now he bounces it out near side to the 18. Sutter step and gets out of bounds across the 16, maybe to the 15-yard line, depending on where they said he stepped out of bounds. It will be at the 16. It's a gain of 6.
You look at this McKinney Boyd offense, and they are doing a nice job of executing this first drive. A silly penalty on Plano West certainly helped things on that 15-yarder a few plays ago, but they are doing exactly what they want and getting this Wolves defense on their heels early.
2nd and 5. Clock at 9:32 to go. First quarter opening drive. West shows pressure right up the middle. Here it comes. Screen pass. Ressmeyer throws right over the middle, wide open, and making the catch is Bowling. He walks in. They brought the pressure and a dump pass over the middle to a wide open Bowling, and the Broncos are on the board 6-0 with 9:27 to go in the first.
Yeah, really nice play right there. Plano West comes with the blitz, and he just slips out of the backfield right into the middle of the field. They had 4 wide, but no routes over the middle of the field. It was wide open for Bowling, and easy walk-in touchdown right there. And once again, Plano West fighting from behind very early.
Cameron Powell with the extra point. Snap of the hold is down. His kick, end over end, hits the upright, bounces back down into the hands of Amir Kilpatrick, but it'll be blown dead then. Missed extra point. And so Boyd is on the board, though. 6-0 on the touchdown strike from Ressmeyer to Bowling with 9:27 to go in the first quarter. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Have you considered a career in firefighting or law enforcement? If so, Tarrant County College has a state-of-the-art fire service training center and law enforcement training center complete with indoor firing range located at TCCD's Northwest Campus. Tarrant County College is a veteran-centered college community and offers accelerated degrees and certificates for veterans in criminal justice and fire technology. If you are interested in completing a degree or certification in firefighting or law enforcement, please visit tccd.edu. Tarrant County College, success within reach.
McKinney Boyd marches the length of the field. They take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Touchdown strike from Ressmeyer to Brandon Bowling. Have a look at that drive here in just a moment following this kickoff from Ryan Dempsey. He puts total leather at the 40. And this end-over-end kick will drive Ade Kilpatrick back to around the 11. Far sideline, 20. He's got a seam, 30, 35, 40. Bumped out of bounds at the 45 and a hard collision over on the sideline. Kilpatrick gets up. But a big return, they say, went out of bounds at the 42-yard line of the Wolves. But a nice start there on that return. And, David, you got to look at that opening drive there for Boyd.
Yeah, 82-yard drive, 7 plays, ended with the 21-yard pass from Grant Ressmeyer to Brandon Bowling. Took just 2 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock. Another quick strike in the early going against this Plano West defense, but we'll see what this offense can do as they come out for the first time.
It will be Logan Williams, the trigger man. The senior operates with 2 receivers set to either side, stacked behind one another. Campbell's the running back to the right of Williams. Snap back, pressure coming. Williams steps up, eludes the rush to his left, dances out of bounds at the 45. It's a gain of 3, but nice pick up there by Williams, who eludes the rush.
No doubt about it. That's what they need to do. That's what if Logan Williams can just avoid taking some of those sacks and some of these passing downs that don't go their way, that can be a big help to this offense that has struggled the past couple weeks.
Receivers bunch to each side. Here comes a jet sweep. They get outside to Jackson Webb across the 50, 45 into Boyd territory and dives ahead to the 40-yard line. Nice pickup by Webb and into Boyd territory. That first down brought to you by Buford Roofing and Construction. It's a 1st and 10 at the Boyd 41.
On the 41-yard line of McKinney Boyd.
Again, same formation. Bunch receivers set to either side. Campbell to the right of Williams. Stretch play to Campbell. Wrestles his way to the 39 before he's met by a swarm of white jerseys, led by the likes of Bradley Hume, defensive end on that right side. It's a short gain of 3, and now it's a 2nd and 7. From the 39-yard line of McKinney Boyd, Wolves traveling from left to right. Williams a long look over to the sideline. Russell Banke, the offensive coordinator in his first year at West, came with Scott Smith over from Lake Highlands. They had spent together 9 years at Lake Highlands. Here's a give inside, and it's Devontae Carline this time across the 35, and he is belted past the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's another first down for the Wolves, and that first down brought to you by Rodenbaugh, and the Wolves on the move here, 1st and 10 at the Broncos 29.
A really good offensive rhythm here early, and the ground game being utilized, finding different ways to run the ball has been key in this drive, and the Wolves quickly moving down the field and getting this McKinney Boyd defense on their heels.
6-0 Boyd, 8:03 to go first quarter. A 2-back set. Williams throws this one in the flat. There's a block and a catch made in the open field by Tanner Harmon. He's got a first down past the 20, dives outside the numbers to the 18-yard line. There was a nice block thrown to the outside, and Webb takes advantage of it, or rather Harmon does, and gets another first down.
Yeah, it was Jackson Webb on that block. Really nice. If he doesn't make that, that may be a negative play or very minimal gain at the very best, and instead it's a first down, and Plano West is in the red zone.
1st and 10. Williams play action. Here comes Harmon near side. Same play. This time he gets to the 15 and then is thrown down past the 10 all the way down to the 8-yard line goes Harmon as Williams hooks up with him, and right now it's just short little intermediate passes thrown here by Williams that are finding some success now deep into Boyd territory at the 8.
Yeah, and I think they're going to the sidelines trying to get these linebackers to spread out a little bit, maybe trying to set up some room in the middle to run the ball later on in the ball game. He spread that defense out a bit, and it's working.
7:17 to go first quarter, 6-0 Boyd. Here's an outside give. There's a hole for Carline. Past the 5. Dives into the end zone. Touchdown Carline. And the Wolves have tied it at 6 with 7:09 to go in the first quarter. There is laundry on the field. Whistle's now blowing. There is a flag back at around the 7-yard line, which in that vicinity would indicate possibility of holding.
That's a play over. Personal foul. 61.
Well, the official
15 on the kickoff.
Official had pointed towards Boyd, then he came back and pointed towards West. It is on McKinney Boyd. That would be assessed on the kickoff. And so a touchdown by Devontae Carline, the first touchdown of Carline's career, the young sophomore, the only sophomore on this offensive unit, ties it at 6, and now here's Alistair Stark trying to give the Wolves the lead. Out of the hole to Tanner Harmon. Good snap. The hold is down. He drills it through the uprights. Wolves come right back. They take it the length of the field themselves. Devontae Carline goes in from 9 yards out. And it's 7-6 West, 7:09 to go first quarter. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Rodenbaugh, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Both teams have gotten on the board on their opening drives. Plano West now has a 7-6 lead with 7:09 to go first quarter. And David, a look at that scoring drive as Carline punched it in.
7 plays, 58 yards for Plano West on that one as they respond very quickly and get the lead in this game with the PAT 7-6 early in this one. It looks like we may have a shootout on our hands here early tonight.
Looking that way, and Alistair Stark will get to tee this one up from the Boyd 45. It was an unsportsmanlike personal foul on Boyd following that play. So Stark will get to tee this one up from the 45-yard line. Back deep to receive for Boyd, standing back at around the 10-yard line is Caden Markham. Stark more than likely will just try to drill this one through the uprights. 7-6 West, 7:09 to go first quarter. Here's the kick, and Stark pooches this one. There's a little open hole down there, and he drops it right at the 10-yard line. Markham fields it, and all he has to do is just duck down for cover. He takes that just outside the numbers, and a terrific job by Stark to find the open hole and just to have that football die down at the 10.
Yeah, it's a very nice play. It's risky if you get a bad bounce and it goes out of bounds, but it paid off. Very nice execution there by Stark, and it pins this McKinney Boyd defense back now. I mean, last time they had no trouble going down the field, but now you just want to give them as long of a field as possible, see what happens. We'll see if this Plano West made some adjustments here after that first drive for McKinney Boyd.
Boyd will come out and operate out of a single back set. Markham, who's typically at running back, is now out into the slot. It's Brandon Bowling in the backfield. Ressmeyer in the gun. Defensive front shifts for Plano West. They slide to the left. Now here's Ressmeyer. Steps up, finds a hole. He's going to run. Slides down past the 15 at the 18, and a shot to the head of Ressmeyer. There is no flags. He went down at the 18-yard line. That tackle was made by Amir Kilpatrick, but there is no flags, and it's a gain of 8 for Ressmeyer and the Broncos. Be a 2nd down and 2 from their own 18-yard line. Ball is on the far hash as Boyd moves from right to left. 4-man front again for Plano West. Ressmeyer stands in the gun. Here's an inside handoff to Bowling. Started right, now darts back to his left. There's nowhere to run. He is swallowed up in the backfield. Stephen Abebefe was there along with Wamed Sanogo. Going to give him forward progress to the 19. He was slung back all the way to the 15. And now here comes a big 3rd down and 1 with 6:20 to go in the first quarter.
A big 3rd down indeed. It is early, but these are the types of plays that Plano West has been unable to finish defensively here this season. They can make a big statement here tonight, and if they can get Boyd to go 3 and out right here.
3rd down and a short one from the 18-yard line. Inside handoff. Markham runs into his own center and then stutter steps and finds a hold of the 22. It is a 1st down. He ran right into the backside of Seth Ambrose, but he does find a little crease. Gets the 1st down to the 22, and the clock stops with 5:56 to go in the first.
Yeah, good penetration right there for Plano West, but nice job of just finding the hole, getting what you need, and moving the chains for this offense.
7-6 West with 5:42 to go in the first quarter. Here's Ressmeyer out of the gun, looking, plenty of time, now steps up in the pocket, and finally that pocket collapses. It's Bryce Johnston who was there and gets the sack. It's a loss of 2. Johnston, the junior defensive tackle, stepped in there and picks up his first sack of the season.
Yeah, really nice job. Ressmeyer was getting ready to step up in the pocket. Looked like if he got there, he'd have either had some room to step into a throw or maybe even pick up a few yards with his feet, but Johnston gets his hands on him, pulls him down, and now 2nd and long here for McKinney Boyd.
2nd and 13, ball on the right hash at their own 20-yard line with 5:08 to go, 13 seconds on the play clock. Handoff to Bowling, tries to get out right side, and he finds a host of blue jerseys swarmed under at the 20-yard line. He is drilled and driven all the way back to the 10. They'll give him forward progress to the 22-yard line, which is very friendly. Boy, there was a host of blue jerseys led by the likes of Ade Kilpatrick, who came off that corner side up top.
Yeah, missed tackle at the very start of that play. Looked like he was going to be able to bounce that outside, but all of a sudden, in an instant, like you said, a swarm of defenders and sets up another third down. This one a 3rd and long. Very critical play for this defense.
3rd down and 9. Pressure shown by West up top. Snap back. There is no flag as it looked like it may have been offsides. Here's a home run ball deep down the middle, laying out and making a spectacular catch at the 30-yard line. Oh, what a grab by Jeremiah Campbell on a deep ball from Ressmeyer. This is going to go down to the 32-yard line on a 3rd down and 9. They convert big time.
That's been the Achilles heel of this defense, not being able to get off the field on 3rd and longs, but you can't really do much about that. One heck of a catch.
Number 45. Penalty decline. First down.
There was laundry on the play. Was offsides on Plano West. They'll obviously decline that one. So a first down and 10 for Boyd. West leads 7-6 with 4:19 to go in the first quarter. Caden Markham stands to the left of Ressmeyer in the gun, or whether it's Doran Gibson. Play action. Here they come out on a little bubble pass, near sideline pass caught by Steven Driscoll. He finds a little seam past the 20-yard line before he stopped there, but it is another first down brought to you by Point of Origin Designs, and Boyd now on the move deep into West territory. Make it a first down and 10 at the 20 of the Wolves. Football rest on the near hash mark. Snap back to Ressmeyer. Gives to Gibson. Gibson spinning his way to the 18-yard line. Tried his luck off left tackle, trying to get in behind Patrick Quintana, 6 foot, 295-pound left tackle. But Marco Saraceni was there to make the tackle after a short gain of 3.
Really nice job there. Really, team defense, sprawl pursuing the football, because the first guy has missed a few times here tonight, but there's been another guy there to get him down and make a minimal gain.
Third down and 7. Ressmeyer to the air, deep to the end zone corner, and this pass is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Campbell. Nice coverage there by Dake Kilpatrick. He was step for step, got a hand up, made it awfully difficult for Campbell to see that football in the window there, and it'll be a third down and 7 for Boyd.
That was a nice play by Dake Kilpatrick, and Dake Kilpatrick was the guy who just had the spectacular diving catch right over the top of him. He was a step behind on that play, but right there running stride for stride, like you said. One thing you may want to watch later on, if he gets another play like that, didn't turn his head around. Could be an easy call for the officials there, but got a pretty good play right there.
Third and 7. 3:23 to go first quarter. West leads 7-6. Ressmeyer back to the air. Here comes pressure. Abebefe breathing down his neck, has to throw off his back foot and throws it out of bounds. A terrific job that time by Caleb Abebefe, a guy who Coach Smith talks about being the unsung leader of this defense, and right there he got into the face of Ressmeyer, and it brings up a fourth down and 7.
Yeah, really nice pursuit by Abebefe. Actually came from his defensive position, came around up the gut, trying to get whatever movement to confuse that offensive line. He, got a guy that was backing up very quickly, and with his athleticism, his quickness, that's pretty easy to get by and force a big fourth down here now for Boyd.
4th and 7. They're going to go for it with 3:23 to go in the first quarter. 4th and 7 from the Wolves' 18-yard line. 2 wides to each side. Ressmeyer pumps to his left, throws to the end zone. He has Bowling. He's got a step on his man. Pass incomplete. Sonogo was there with him step for step. That pass just sailed past the outstretched arms of Bowling. It's incomplete. The Wolves hold, and they'll get the football at their own 17-yard line.
What more can you say about Mohamed Sonogo? I mean, he does it all for this defense. You look, Brandon Bowling, 5'10", 170-pound speedster, and you've got a middle linebacker running step for step with him 20 yards down the field. That shows his athleticism, shows just how valuable he is to that defense, and a huge, huge stop for Plano West.
Bowling's a guy who's committed to Arkansas State, first-team all-district receiver last year and the team's leading receiver. An impressive job right there by Sonogo, the junior middle linebacker. So now 1st and 10 for the Wolves, leading 7-6 over Boyd with 3:22 to go in the first quarter. Here's an outside give to Campbell, running left, breaks a tackle at the 20, gets to the 22. He's met there by about 4 white jerseys, and it will bring a 2nd down and 6 here for the Wolves.
Much like they did a week ago, this Plano West offense is trying very early to establish a running game, but they're doing it in a whole different way. They're going with these outside runs, using their speed to their advantage. And right there had J.D. Manigan in the backfield as well, serving as the lead blocker.
They get a 2nd and 4 as Campbell picked up 6. They go right back to the ground game. Inside give to Campbell, a punishing run past the 30 to the 32-yard line where he's brought down by Carson Mayfield. Another first down there for the Wolves. That first down brought to you by Flat Shield Service Center. Wolves have it 1st and 10 on their own 31.
Another nice run for this Wolves offense. They're doing a very nice job of establishing that ground game early. It's only going to help things later on in this passing attack.
2 receivers split to each side. Football at their own 31-yard line. Clock rolling at 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Wolves leading 7-6. Williams back to the air. Whistles blowing. There was movement there across that front for Plano West, and this play is whistle dead. And so more than likely would be a 5-yard penalty here on Plano West. So we await the official ruling. Officials confer here. And it is a false start on Plano West. And officials getting some feedback from their mic tonight. Just went ahead and just turned it off, and he motions, makes the signal. False start for Plano West. They'll back it up 5, be a first down and 15.
Yeah, those are the mistakes you don't want to make when you're running the ball well. That really just it changes the whole dynamic of what you can call, and it's going to be difficult to overcome.
Play action pass. Pass caught by Tanner Harmon. Near side. Cross the 35. All the way to the 40-yard line. He's short of a first down by about 1.5 yards, but Harmon quickly getting involved in the passing game here tonight. Another big reception for Harmon. This time another pass out in the flat that he turns into a big gain.
Yeah, that's been the key. Get to the outside against this team, and they've run that play a few times now, and it's worked really well every single time, setting up a very manageable 2nd and 2.
2nd down and 2. Bunched receivers to either side. Here they go on a jet sweep, and the give is to Bennett DeBrow. He gets outside, leaping in the air to the 41. He's very close to a first down. They may call for a measurement, although by the looks of it from here in our vantage point, he does have it. And in fact, he does at the 42-yard line, their own 42. A 1st and 10 on that first down, brought to you by Mighty Fine Car Wash. Wolves on the move again here with 1:38 and counting in the first quarter and leading 7-6. Back out of a receiver, a 3-receiver look. 2 backs in the backfield. Campbell along with Carline. Williams to throw. Pass caught by Harmon again. 40, 45. Cuts inside to the 50 and hit at the 48-yard line. That is a first down for Plano West with the clock stopping with 1:20 to go in the first quarter.
This offense has got some really nice momentum here early in this ball game. They're doing just a lot of different things, and they're really unpredictable right now. We haven't seen this look from this Plano West offense so far this season, and it's working here early going.
2 receivers left. Bennett DeBrow comes right. Play action. Williams again passing the flat to Harmon. He gets to the 45. He's belted there, but still drives forward and dives to the 43 with extra effort. It's a gain of 5, maybe 6, as we get inside a minute to go in the first.
You look every time they've run that pass to Harmon out in the flat, normally it's one guy out there and you've got a blocker in front of you. There were 2 guys that were not blocked, but it still turns out to be a 5-yard game. Very good going for this offense early.
Jeremy Warren's the H-back. Here they go on an inside handoff, and stacked up right at the line of scrimmage was Campbell. Nowhere to go. He was stoned right there by Bradley Hume. Noah Prater also in on the tackle, and it will leave the Wolves a 3rd down and a long 7. And they have a chance now maybe just to let this clock run out. There was 24 seconds on the game clock, 26 on the play clock, so they essentially could come over and talk about this, see what Logan Williams elects to do. And looks like they're going to try to put the pressure on the defense here. Clock is at 13 seconds. Well, 3rd down and 7, 2 receivers to either side. Here comes a man in motion in Matthew Webb. It's Williams rolling to his right. Pass incomplete, just over the outstretched arms of Webb. And so the clock will stop with 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. And a punting situation as Alistair Stark and the special teams unit comes on with the Wolves leading 7-6 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was going to be very difficult to get that first down, even if that ball was on the money. He was going to catch it around the 41, maybe the 42-yard line. Was going to need to get to the 38 and had a defender coming up pretty quick. So that was going to be a very difficult first down conversion anyways. But you like the rhythm early on from this Plano West offense.
Stark back to punt at his own 41-yard line. It's a good snap, and he gets this one away. It's a wobbly, knuckling kick that comes down, bounces at the 12, takes a Wolves bounce. Going to be fielded back at around the 5-yard line, running backwards, trying to get outside, and he cannot. Back, and he is tackled down at the 3-yard line, running backwards, trying to come to the near side. Could not get there, and a terrific job by the Plano West special teams unit right there to make that tackle as the clock ticks down to 0. 7-6 Plano West leads here at the end of the first quarter. You're listening to Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here.
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Hey, Plano ISD football fans, Maury Buford with Buford Roofing and Construction. Living in Texas, you are no stranger to the Texas heat. Would you like to cut your AC heating bill up to 50%? Would you like your home more comfortable? Foam insulation is your answer. Call me for a free analysis and estimate of your home and start saving money now. We can be reached at 817-329-ROOF or at our website, BufordRoofing.com.
Plano West with a 7-6 lead as we switch sides and head to the second quarter. McKinney Boyd will switch around. They will move from left to right. They're deep in their own territory at the 3-yard line. Handoff straight ahead to Caden Markham. He's stacked up just past the 5-yard line. Gets to the 6. First man there was Caleb Abebefe along with Malik Monroe from his defensive tackle spot. It's a gain of about 3 as Boyd tries to nudge this football out from deep in their own territory. With their backs resting near their own goal line, Restmeyer stands back at his own 2-yard line. Markham is in the gun, about a yard deep in the end zone. They go handoff straight ahead to Markham. Nowhere to go. Swallowed up and then slung backwards. Sanogo, first man there to put his hat on him along with Malik Monroe again. A short gain of a couple. They get him to the 9-yard line on forward progress. And it'll be a 3rd down and 4 here for Boyd. 7-6, Plano West with the lead. With 11:36 to go here in the second quarter. Pressure shown off both sides as well as Sanogo up the middle. Now they back out of it. Handoff to Markham straight ahead. Stood up. Close to a 1st down. He still continues to move the pile depending on where they spot this. Official running in from the sideline has it spotted very close to the 1st down at the 13. Boyd's offensive lineman pointing direction to the right, indicating that it is a 1st down. No official ruling here yet from the officials. That crew is huddled up on the far sideline, just outside the hash. At the 13-yard line now, they're going to call for a measurement. 7-6 Plano West here, early second quarter with 11 minutes to go until halftime. If they don't get this, it would be a 4th and inches from their own 13. If they do, then it would make it a 1st down and 10 from around their own 13-yard line. Bring the chain crew out. Spot this one down, and they will stretch it out, pull the chains. It'll be very close as they pull those chains, and looks as though he is just about about 6 inches shy of the 1st down. So we'll make it a 4th down and inches, and Don Drake elects to bring on that punt team for Boyd. And so that will be Derek Dickman, the first time we'll see him tonight, averaging 33.2 yards a kick. He's punted 15 times this year with a long of 49. I'll spot this one down at the 13-yard line. Dickman stands about 3 yards deep in his own end zone. Deep to receive here for West. It is Ashton Johnson along with Jackson Webb. They both stand back at around the 50-yard line. Clock is now rolling as the whistles are blown by that officiating crew. Clock rolling at 10:55 to go in the second quarter. 7-6 Plano West. Here's a high arcing snap. Fielded by Dickman. He backpedals. Now gets this one away. Bounces at the 33 into the hands of Johnston. Escapes a tackle at the 40. Runs outside. 35. Gets a seam at the 30. Big hole. Here he comes. 20. 15. One man to beat at the 10 and stumbles to the 3. A big time return by Ashton Johnson gives Plano West a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. And we saw Johnston make a big-time play on the defensive side a couple of weeks ago against Saxe with an interception return for a touchdown late in the 4th quarter that sparked a comeback for the Wolves. Here he gets involved in the special teams game and gets the Wolves a 1st and goal from the 3. I'll be huddled around Russell Urbanski, the offensive coordinator for the Wolves, here on the near sideline. Logan Williams will bring out his troops a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Plano West leading 7-6. And Tyler Campbell comes in at the running back position. Receiver set to either side. Jeremy Warren, that's actually Wamed Sanogo's at the H-back. Warren is at the tight end. Now they shift that offensive line. They overload to the left side. Handoff. Campbell stutter steps, tries to get outside, and nudges his way to the 2-yard line. They really tried to get in there behind Sanogo and that big offensive line off the left side, but only a gain of maybe a yard. It's a 2nd and goal from the 2. So again, Sanogo's at the H-back. Campbell is the running back in the pistol behind Williams. Snap back, handoff, Campbell running right, dives at the goal line, very close. No indication yet It would look as though he is just short. It is going to be third down and just inches. And those of the football just resting about 2 or 3 inches away from the goal line.
Offensive line certainly thought they had enough on that one to punch it in, but nothing going right there. Big play coming up right here for Plano West.
Third down and inches. Snap back to Williams. Handoff. Campbell. He gets into the end zone. Off right tackle. He's in, and the Wolves extend their lead to 13-6 with 9:33 to go in the first half.
A big score by Plano West. We talked about taking advantage of the opportunities that you were given. You get a big punt return. You have a very, very short field to work with. You can't settle for a field goal. You've got to get a touchdown, and Plano West capitalizes and extends their lead 13-6. Extra point pending.
Out of the swinging gate. Now they will elect to kick. That offensive line was to the left of the formation. Now they move back to the center of the field as they'll tee this one up. Alistair Stark out of the hole to Tanner Harmon to extend this to a 14-6 advantage with 9:33 to go in the first half. Good snap. The hold is down, and Alistair Stark's kick is through. The uprights, it's 14-6 Wolves with 9:33 remaining first half. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
9:33 to go, first half, 14-6 Plano West. Alistair Stark will tee this thing up from the 40-yard line. Deep to receive is Brandon Bowling. Stark puts toe to leather, pooches this one, a little short kick that will come down to the 23-yard line on the near side of the arms of Jeremiah Campbell, and he is snowed under at the 30. And so McKinney Boyd will take over first and 10 with 9:26 to go until halftime, and the Wolves leading at 14-6. That touchdown, though, all started with a big-time punt return from Ashton Johnson, who fielded it at the 45-yard line on a hop, broke a couple of tackles, found a seam, and got all the way down to the 3. And then the Wolves punch it in on a third down and just inches off the right side by Tyler Campbell. So Plano West has a 14-6 advantage with 9:26 to go in the first half. Grant Ressmeyer brings out the McKinney Boyd offense, has Doran Gibson set to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Ball is on the near hash of the 30-yard line. A 4-man defensive front for the Wolves. Play action. Ressmeyer throws far side. Caught at the 30, 35, 40. Ahead, a first down to the 45-yard line goes Steven Driscoll on a nice pickup for Boyd. And that first down brought to you by Buford Roofing and Construction. It's first and 10 from their own 45 now. Boyd on the move from their own 44. Ressmeyer again in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. It is Campbell and Caden Markham who comes to the near side. Long count from Ressmeyer. Back to throw. Looks right. Now steps up in the pocket. He eludes the pressure and slides down in Wolves territory at the 45. Ankle tackle from behind from the defensive tackle and Keith Ferrand, who ran him down. But that's another McKinney Boyd first down brought to you by Rodenbaugh's. And the Boyd Broncos are now trying to answer, down 14-6 with 8:45 to go in the first half. There's Ressmeyer, again operates out of the gun. Valisano shows pressure off the right edge. Now Sonogo walks up. Now he backs out. Pass thrown, nearly intercepted. Pass is knocked down in and out of the hands of Steven Driscoll on the far side. They tried to set up a little bubble screen, and it was sniffed out. It was actually Justin Fisher over there who did a terrific job at the corner position to break that one up.
Yeah, another half second, he may be going the other way for 6. He read that very nicely and made a jump on the ball and did not allow completion there. And it's just those types of plays that they're going to just keep having to disrupt Restmeyer in the passing game and see if they can get him off track.
2nd and 10. Here's a pass near sideline, a little out pass caught by Caden Markham at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and we'll leave the Broncos a 3rd and 5 from the Wolves' 40. Restmeyer looks over to the far side, over to Don Drake, who's in his 10th year at McKinney Boyd. Started his career in Louisiana at Airline High School before moving to the Metroplex and took over as the coordinator at the Colony. Here is a 3rd down and 5. Snap to Restmeyer. Looking left. Now here comes pressure. Escapes one man. Rolls to his right. Buying time. Throws on the run. Pass is incomplete. Far sideline. He was looking for Jeremiah Campbell. A day Kilpatrick staying with him. Markham, or their guy Campbell, trying to come back on that route. Pass sailed just out of bounds, and Campbell could not come up with it. Pressure was there from Miles Ryder along with Bryce Jones, and it's 4th and 5 here for the Broncos with the clock stopped at 7:53 to go in the first half.
And that's what we talked about in the pregame, Reagan. Just get this guy flustered. He's not the most fleet of foot guy. He wants to stand in the pocket. He wants to have time to survey the defense, see what's there. If you can get him out, not only is he not as accurate, but he's not as comfortable and not as confident in making some of those throws.
4th and 5. Restmeyer to throw as they go for it here. Steps up in the pocket. He's slung down. Now escapes the pressure. Spinning his way forward to the 36. Stood up at the 35. And Restmeyer's going to have the first down. He got that all on his own. He was dead to rights in the backfield. He gets all the way to the 33-yard line of Plano West. And it's a first down for McKinney Boyd.
Wow. What a give Restmeyer credit. He did. I just said he wasn't very fleet of foot, and he just shook off about 3 different guys there and got enough yardage to get the first down. Really big missed opportunity right there for this Wolves defense.
1st and 10. That first down brought to you by Rodenbaugh. Here's a handoff. Gibson starts right, now cuts back inside, but right into the teeth of that Wolves defense. Wrestled down at the line of scrimmage. First man there was Chris Ledesma from his weak side linebacker spot. Maybe a half a yard. It'll be a 2nd down, a long 9. Restmeyer, a long look over to the sidelines. Again, we've not seen Markham really in the backfield all that much tonight. He's been moved to the slot. It's Doran Gibson who's there to the left of Restmeyer, standing in the gun. Campbell to the near side along with Markham. It's Bowling to the top side along with Steven Driscoll on a 2nd down and 9. Long count by Restmeyer. Play clock down to 12. Snap back. Looks, surveys the field, steps up, pressure coming, gets outside to the 30. He's dropped right there. Spilled by the Wolves' Ledesma once again. It's a short gain of a couple, and will leave McKinney Boyd a 3rd down, a long 7 from the 30-yard line of the Wolves.
Chris Ledesma having a pretty active game so far. Has made some good tackles in the open field. Has been in pursuit of Restmeyer on some blitzes as well. He's been a pretty active guy here tonight, and now once again setting up another pivotal 3rd down. It's something that this Wolves defense has just had a tough time with all season long.
3rd down and 7. Boyd moving left to right. Pressure shown off the outside edges here for West. Here it comes. Snap back to Restmeyer. Heat coming. Gets rid of it, throws it, home run ball towards the end zone, over the shoulder, juggling catch is made. It's a touchdown, and on the receiving end was Caden Markham. He got a step behind his man into Marcus Hall, and it's a touchdown, and it's 14-12 now. West with the lead with 6:04 to go, and now decision-making time here for Don Drake and company. He is going to run out Cameron Powell here for the extra point.
Yeah, really nice throw right there with guys coming in his face. Just threw it right over the top. DeMarcus Hall was back there, but Markham used his speed, ran right by him, and nice. Got his hand on it, juggled it a little bit, and controlled it in the end zone for the touchdown.
The snap is back. The hold is down. This kick is through as Powell drills this one, and it is a 14-13 lead now for Plano West with 6:04 remaining in the first half. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
When you use Mighty Fine Car Wash, go with the pros that have been cleaning cars for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash offers both fast lane exterior and full service washes. You'll always get a top quality wash quickly and at a fair price. Same owner, same phone number for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash with 7 DFW locations, including Custer at 15th and Preston Road just north of Spring Creek in Plano. Mighty Fine Car Wash.
Rodenbaugh, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
14-13 Plano West. We welcome back to the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth. Wolves lead it by 1 as here comes the kickoff down into the hands of the Wolves. DeMarcus Hall, and he gets across the 20 to the 25 far sideline. Spilled at the 26-yard line. Make that Devontae Carline on the return. 14-13 Plano West with the lead with 5:55 to go here in the second quarter. Reagan Ratcliffe along with David Collier tonight. Both these teams in search of their first win in District 6-6A. The Wolves at 0-1 after a 36-8 loss
Number 45.
to Plano East last week.
Plano West. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It is a holding penalty on the Wolves on that return. So this is going to bring them back. They're going to have to start this drive deep in their own territory at their own 16-yard line.
Yeah, those are not the penalties you want to make. Obviously, you don't want to start with the deep in your own territory.
Correction, half the distance.
It's going to be interesting to see how this Plano West offense, they've had a good rhythm. They've done a really nice job of really, just getting their identity early in this ball game. They want to run the ball. They're going to run it, but they're doing it in much more creative ways here tonight, and it's worked so far. We'll see if they continue with it.
Here's a handoff to Campbell, trying to get outside. A sweep to the left. He gets to the 16 before he is slung down there. Bradley Hume has been all over the place tonight from his defensive end spot. Wrestles him down. We'll make it a 2nd down and 9.
And at the same side of that, you have to see what adjustments this defense is making right there. A lot of guys swarming to the outside, kind of expecting that. Maybe now, you hit them with the run right up the gut or see what can happen in the passing game if you can continue to try to stretch this defense out and be as unpredictable as possible in offense.
2nd down and 9. Handoff straight ahead to Campbell. He's got a little room as he wiggles his way forward to the 24-yard line. Going to be short of a first down, make it a long 2.5 yards here. It'll be a 3rd down and close to 3. Clock ticking closer to 5 minutes at 5:08 and rolling here in this first half. Williams surveys near sideline to pick up the signal here from offensive coordinator Russell Urbanski on a 3rd and about 2.5. 2 backs in the backfield. Williams to throw, and then he skips this one into the turf, looking for Tanner Harmon. They've had success with that tonight, but that time there was a couple of white jerseys in Harmon's face, and Williams throws this one into the turf. First man over there was Carson Mayfield from his safety position. 4th down, Wolves will have to punt with 4:50 to go until halftime.
Yeah, it looked like Williams may have seen out of the corner of his eye some white jerseys over there and kind of held that one for an extra split second, threw it into the dirt. May have elected to just throw an incompletion instead of risk a really negative play happening if that ball was intercepted. So a quick 3 and out, and this defense can be right back on the field.
His snap is over the head of Stark. He does get back on it, rolls to his left, pressure coming. They're going to sack him all the way back at around the 3-yard line. Stark may have had a chance to get rid of that one, but the heat was coming quickly. It all started with a snap that was up and over the head of Stark. He did everything he could to keep it in his hands, and he did so, but just could not get the punt away, and now it's Boyd who has the football. 1st and goal. This will be at the 4-yard line. You go back to the Wolves earlier tonight. Early here in the second quarter, a big return from Ashton Johnson that got him down to the 3-yard line. Special teams has played a key role here in this one tonight.
Oh, no doubt about that. And credit Stark, he did everything he could right there once the ball sailed over his head. Looked like he might have a little window to get it in, but also give this Boyd defense credit. They didn't go for just the big hit. They went and contained, kept the punter in front of them, and really let him have nowhere to go. Let him have nothing to do but just kind of hold on to that ball, not risk a fumble, and see if his defense can get a big hold here deep in their own territory.
1st and goal from the 4. Ball in the near hash, moving right to left. Here's Grant Resmeyer. He's going to keep it himself, off left tackle. It was an option play, and nobody had Resmeyer. He walks in easily, and Boyd has the lead, their second lead of the game. It's at 19-14 with 4:35 to go here in the second quarter.
Really nice play design right there. This offense has been all about getting the ball in the hands of Caden Markham and Brandon Bowling here tonight. They put one of them in the backfield, fake the pitch out there. He walks right in. A little bit of over pursuit there by the Plano West defense on the pitch. And easy walk in, easy score for McKinney Boyd.
Extra point from Cameron Powell is good. And it extends the Boyd lead to 20-14 with 4:35 to go until halftime. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here.
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
To 14, McKinney Boyd with the lead. 4:35 to go until halftime. That touchdown for Boyd's Grant Resmeyer, 4 yards off left tackle, all started in the special teams game. A high snap over the head of Alistair Stark, the punter. He was not able to corral, was able to get outside, but could not get the punt away. He was buried back at the 4. Here's the kickoff. It'll come down to the hands of Ashton Johnson. He fumbles it away, recovers at the 10. He's bottled up there, breaks a tackle to 15, and falls ahead to the 21. It'll be 1st and 10 for Plano West, moving right to left at their own 21-yard line now, down by 6 at 20-14 with 4:26 to go until the half.
Yeah, and this is just about getting some confidence back, just trying to get a little bit of momentum back on your side as you head into the locker room, because you look, that's a really deflating play. Whenever you go 3 and out, you have a 3 and 2, you think you can pick it up, you have a missed throw, and then all of a sudden you're forced into a quick punting situation. Then the punt goes over the punter's head, an easy score right there for your opponent, and you're all of a sudden behind. That's really tough to overcome.
Here's a handoff to Manigan. He's got a big hole across the 25, the 30, to the 40, all the way down to the 44-yard line. Longest run of the year for J.D. Manigan off a right tackle. And the diminutive senior, who stands at about 5'8", and a powerful back, had a big hole off the right side.
Yeah, really nice run right there. Hit the hole quick, got out into the open field, and just got whatever yardage he could.
Here's Manigan again, another big hole. He's past midfield to the 46-yard line of Boyd. Very close to a first down. They need to get to the 45. The clock rolling at 4 minutes to go. He did get about to the 45. They may call for a measurement right here. Pretty favorable spot there for Manigan. 2 big runs for the senior running back, and it is a first down. That first down brought to you by Point of Origin Designs. Moves the chains for Plano West. 1st and 10 at the Boyd 45. Down by 6 at 20-14 with 3:56 to go here in the second quarter. Warren is the H-back to the left of the formation, and a 3-wide look. Williams to throw, slings it near side. Pass caught, top of the numbers by Harmon. Escapes a couple of tackles. Now loses the football at the 35, but the officials calling him down there. Big pickup there for Tanner Harmon, and another first down for the Wolves. And that first down presented by Flat Shell Service Center gets the Wolves moving again here. 1st and 10 at the 35 of McKinney Boyd.
And once again, this Plano West team they always go tempo, but the really fast tempo. They seem to be more comfortable, seem to be moving the ball at a little better pace with that going here tonight.
Bunch receivers to either side. Here they go on a jet sweep. Get outside to Ade Kilpatrick. Far side to the 30. Spilled at the 33-yard line was Kilpatrick. And one of the few times that you see a day there in an offensive formation, he's a corner by trade. In fact, Scott Smith calls him probably one of the best corners in the area. But you have a feeling when he's on the offensive side, when he's in the game, there's a chance that the ball is going to be in his hands.
Oh, no doubt about it. You saw why right there. Used his speed, got to the outside, easy 7 yards, and Plano West once again marching down the field.
2nd and 2. Here they go near side. Little bubble pass to Matthew Dean. He's stacked up at the 25. Flags thrown right at Dean's feet. He muscles his way forward, close to a first down, but we'll check the flags first. The clock stop at 2:52 to go here in the first half.
Like Jackson Webb's going to be called for a holding right there.
Officiating crew huddles up just around the 25-yard line, and if that is true, that spot foul would bring it back 10 yards. It was very close to a first down. Chances are this is going to be brought back, though. Plano West has had success tonight moving the football in that short passing game with Logan Williams. And some big chunks of yardage in the run game tonight as well, especially J.D. Manigan here on this drive.
Block in the back, number 15, 10-yard penalty.
It is on Jackson Webb for a block in the back. So they will repeat the second down here.
Dead ball. Sideline interference. on White, 15 yards, first down.
Now, there was no warning ever issued. There was a sideline infraction, and he called that on McKinney Boyd. They would march the 10-yard penalty off here, essentially, on Jackson Webb. And that's what he's calling. The sideline infraction would be another 15. They'd come back the other way. And what looks like would be a first down here for the Wolves, if that's what holds true.
You'd think if there was a penalty on both teams, it would be an offsetting penalty and just replay the down, but
there's no
ref called for a first down. But they went and marked it off 10 yards. Now they're marching back the other way 15. Never seen them do it like that before.
Here it comes, and there was never a sideline infraction warning that was issued, and Don Drake doesn't seem to be arguing about it on the far sideline. So nonetheless, it's first down here for Plano West at the 21 of McKinney Boyd. Clock is now rolling at 2:48 to go. First half, 20-14. Boyd with the lead. Manigan and Campbell stand to either side of Williams in the gun. 3 receivers set. Here's a stretch play. Campbell trying to get outside. Escapes one man. He's stacked up, though, at the 22. Nowhere to go right there. Braden Webb was in on the tackle, the inside linebacker, leading tackler on this Broncos team. He was there with a host of other Boyd defenders. It's a loss of 1. It'll be a second down and 11.
Yeah, nowhere to go right there for Campbell, and he comes out hobbling. And for a guy that's really battled all season long with some injuries, it's the last thing you want to see.
Campbell, a guy who was starting safety last year for an outstanding Wolves defense, and with Soso Jamambo graduating, going on to UCLA, there was a huge vacancy that had to be filled in the running back spot, and they've looked to Campbell. He's staying tough, and he's going to stay in the game. He's to the right of Williams. In motion is Harmon. Play action. Williams steps up, throws over the middle. Wide open is Harmon at the 10, the 5, and gets into the end zone. A touchdown, Wolves. And Logan Williams hooks up with Tanner Harmon, who now has a touchdown reception in all 4 games this year.
Nice pitch and catch right there for Williams, running wide open down the middle of the field. It was Tanner Harmon, and Williams saw it early, stepped up, fired the ball in there, had to get it over the outstretched arm of the linebacker underneath. Got just enough on it. Tanner Harmon jumps up, makes the catch, and a nice pitch and catch for the touchdown for Plano West, looking to take the lead here with this extra point.
We're all tied at 20 with 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Harmon now is the holder for Alistair Stark, trying to give the Wolves back the lead. The snap is low. Harmon gets it down. Nice job by Harmon to get that hold down, and Stark punches it through. Wolves are back on top again, 21-20 with 1:48 to go until halftime. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Good advice is sometimes hard to come by. It is helpful to have a financial professional on your side to help you organize your goals and have a better understanding of the pros and cons of any financial decision. At Vivid Financial Group, we focus on working with you to meet your financial goals and provide the advice that can help minimize the hazards you may face. Visit us online at vividfg.com or give us a call at 817-329-5081.
Want a clean car? You'll have one when you use Mighty Fine Car Wash. Go with the pros that have been cleaning cars for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash offers both fast lane exterior and full service washes. You'll always get a top quality wash quickly and at a fair price. Same owner, same phone number for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash with 7 DFW locations, including Custer at 15th and Preston Road just north of Spring Creek and Plano. Mighty Fine Car Wash.
21-20. Plano West with the lead with 1:48 to go in the first half. Alistair Stark will kick this one away from his own 40-yard line and boots this one. It is an end-over-end kick that will drop at the 18. Bounces past Bowling at the 10. He fields it back at his own 5. Running to his left. He is bottled up around the 5-yard line. Nowhere to go. He's snowed under back at the 3. Devontae Carline was the first man down there, and that one just got past Bowling. And Stark has done a terrific job tonight in the kicking game of finding ways to get a favorable bounce and find a little hole there in the return unit, and an outstanding job there by that defensive unit to get downfield and to bottle up Bowling.
Oh, no doubt about it, Reagan. And you look, and last year, how strong was this Plano West team, special teams wise? That was one of the big question marks, losing so many pieces in this offseason. You know, how good can they be? Stark showing off what he could do with the ball tonight, directing it just how he wants to, basically following his every command and putting McKinney Boyd down deep in their own territory.
1st and 10, 1:40 to go until the half. Wolves by 1 at 21-20. Here's a deep out pass. It's incomplete. Justin Fisher in on the coverage. Ressmeyer was looking for Steven Driscoll that time, and it falls incomplete. And Driscoll's a guy that they've been able to keep quiet tonight. He's a guy that went for 157 yards through the air and a couple of touchdowns last week in that upset loss to Flower Mound. It's 21-20 Wolves. Clock stopped at 1:34 to go. Boyd deep in their own territory at the 3-yard line. Plano West shows pressure off both sides. Now they back out of it. Ressmeyer to throw. Here comes Heat up the middle. Pass incomplete. Nearly picked off. Dangerous pass by Ressmeyer. He was looking for Caden Markham over the middle, who had first down yardage, but right with him there was Titus Wall.
Yeah, very dangerous pass right there. Another step, and that's not only an interception, that's likely 6 the other way. And talk about a momentum swing. Whenever you had the bad snap on the punt that turned into a easy Boyd touchdown, giving them the lead. Plano West marches down the field, scores, and if they had gotten that, wow, that would have been a huge momentum swing.
3rd down and 10. Ressmeyer back to the air. Heat coming, throws this one deep out, pass caught. First down yardage of the 20 outside the numbers. This time pass caught by Driscoll. He did get Fisher turned around on that one. Catches made and moves the chains, and that first down brought to you by Mighty Fine Car Wash. Boyd back on the move here at their own 20 on the far hash. Ressmeyer gets the snap, looks to throw. Here comes Heat. Rolls to his right, trying to escape the pressure. Abebefe in his face, throws this one away. Just heaves it into the Plano West sideline. Incomplete, but a couple of times tonight that Caleb Abebefe has been able to put significant pressure on Ressmeyer.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've done a really good job, this Plano West defense has all night, really flushing Ressmeyer out of the pocket. That's where he's not comfortable. That's the key to success against this guy. If you let him stand in a clean pocket, step into throws, survey the defense, he's going to put up some big numbers, but Plano West has done a nice job of getting him off his game, and it showed here in this first half.
2nd down and 10. Clock at 1:07 to go in the second quarter. Wolves up by 1, 21-20. Ressmeyer to throw. This pass incomplete, in and out of the hands of Bowling. Sonogo was just about a half a step behind Bowling. That catch, or the pass, is incomplete. And Bowling was really involved early on in the game. First series, he was targeted about 6-7 times, and had a tough time getting him the football since then.
Yeah, it's a nice adjustment by this Wolves defense, really keying on him, trying to make someone else beat him, because the whole first drive was the Bowling show. I mean, it was he was everywhere. They lined him out in the slot, lined him up in the backfield. They got the ball in his hands in a number of different ways, and it was successful, but he's been pretty quiet since then, and Wamed Sonogo has been a big reason why as well.
3rd down and 10. Ressmeyer to throw again. Here comes Heat. Steps up, throws, pass incomplete. Diving attempt at the 25 by Bowling, but too far. They had stretched arms of Bowling, but even if had he caught that football, he would have been 5 yards shy of a first. So the clock stops with 56 seconds to go, 4th and 10. Plano West going to get the football back and a chance to have outstanding field position.
Yeah, if he does catch that ball, then Scott Smith would have to use one of his timeouts to stop. Instead, he's going to get the ball, like you said, in good field position and with 3 timeouts in his pocket. So we saw what Plano West was able to do at the end of the first half last week when they were able to get a big touchdown, their only score of the night. And now here another opportunity that it looked like with 4 minutes to go, they were going to go in the locker room with all kind of momentum on the Boyd sideline. Could be quite the opposite here in a few minutes.
This kick is a high, booming punt. Comes down to the 48-yard line. This off the leg of Derek Dickman, and it comes down to the hands of Jackson Webb. A fair catch called for at the Boyd 48. So 48 seconds to go until halftime, and Logan Williams has plenty of time. They have all 3 timeouts left. Ball at the 48-yard line of Boyd, and the Wolves leading by 1 here at 21-20.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for this Plano West offense. If you can, get another score, if you can, get a couple of first drives, you're within striking distance for maybe a long field goal. But with 48 seconds, 3 timeouts, plenty of opportunity, plenty of time to get down the field and maybe get a touchdown on this drive. And if they're able to do so, go up, get an 8-point lead going in the locker room, and have all kind of momentum on your sideline.
Tanner Harmon goes in motion as Williams sprints out to his left, gets outside, throws, pass, caught, juggled at the 35, but it is hauled in by Jackson Webb. It's a first down. That first down brought to you by Buford Roofing and Construction. Gets the Wolves a first down, and Williams once again tonight, getting everybody involved in the passing game.
Yeah, he does a really nice job of spreading it around. We talked about this senior lad and wide receiving core for Plano West has done a really nice job of earning Williams' trust, and he gives it to all of them.
So it's a 1st and 10, trips to the right. Williams rolling out, has to elude the pressure, cuts back to his left, past the 35, dives ahead of the 30, but there is a flag in the backfield back around the 40-yard line, which would indicate some sort of holding there. Great possibility that this one's going to come back. Clock stopped at 32 seconds. West again with all 3 timeouts.
Holding. 73 blue.
It's on Evan Simmons, who had taken over for Anthony Cancebedian at that right tackle position. Cancebedian's a guy that very high on, a junior who saw significant action last year until he was injured. And so right now it is Evan Simmons there at that right tackle spot. And it is a 1st down. This will be a long 20 for the Wolves offense with 32 seconds to go. Moving from right to left. 2 receivers stacked to each side. High snap to Williams. Pulls it down. Looks downfield. Now throws on the run. Near side. Pass incomplete. Looking for Matthew Dean. At around the 30-yard line. It's incomplete. And it'll be a 2nd and 20 with the clock stopped at 25 seconds to go. Both these teams winless in district. Plano West just at 0-1 after a tough loss to their crosstown rivals in Plano East, a team that you have to figure might be one of the better teams in this District 6-6A this year. Boyd suffered 2 losses, one to Allen, the 3-time defending state champion, then were upset last week against Flower Mound. Snap to Williams is high. It's over his head. He has to go back and retrieve it off of the turf. Now he rolls to his left. The only place he has to go is to dance out of bounds at the 48. Clock stops at 18 seconds. Now, all of a sudden, Plano West is moving backwards. But the clock stopped at they're going to mark this one at the 47 of Boyd.
Yeah, and you look, and every play right there was a result of the snap that was dropped. But it seems like Logan Williams is making too much of an effort to go to the sidelines with the throw. You've got 3 timeouts. You can go over to the middle of the field. Can't carry them over to the second half. They're going to go to waste if you don't use them. So you've really got the whole field to work with here. If they can get something in the middle, maybe get 15, 20 yards on this play, set yourself up for a 4th and manageable. You have an opportunity, but it's just going to be execution for this Plano West offense.
There's a timeout here for Plano West with 18 seconds to go. It's 21-20. Wolves with the lead. Here at the bottom of the hour, I want to remind you, you're listening to Plano West Wolves football on KMKI, 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com. Wolves trying to get to 1-1 tonight. They do have that 21-20 lead. The difference tonight was a missed extra point in this one. It was from McKinney Boyd's Cameron Powell, bounced off the right upright, and that's really the difference right now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's been a very evenly matched game. You know, you've had some swings in momentum, and right now it looked like with 4 minutes to go in this half, Plano West is going to be hanging their heads going into the locker room once again, but they put that, a bad snap on a punt behind them that resulted in an easy McKinney Boyd touchdown. They put that behind them, drove the length of the field, regained the lead, and now they had another opportunity. But now Boyd's answered back, pinning McKinney. Pinning Plano West back into a very 3rd and long.
Out of the timeout, they go stretch play to Campbell, trying to get outside. He does. 45, dances past the 40, shoved out of bounds at the 36 of Boyd. Clock stops at 11 seconds to go in the 4th quarter, and now a decision time here for Scott Smith and his staff. 4th down and 11. Got to think well out of the range of Alistair Stark. Maybe take a shot here at the end zone or the 1st down here. You still got 11 seconds. Got to get that 1st down, then take a shot at the end zone.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to pick up some yards, make it a 4th and manageable. They got the whole part of the field they can go to and see if they can pick up this 1st down, then take a shot to the end zone.
3 receivers into the short side of the field. Passes out to DeBrow. DeBrow's going to go to the air, looking deep and tangled up at the 5-yard line. Yes, sir. Penalty flags fly everywhere. Jackson Webb was tied up at the 5. He was being held by Carson Mayfield, the safety who Webb had gotten behind, and he just held on for dear life. And a little trickery right there. They threw to DeBrow behind the line of scrimmage, and DeBrow threw a home run ball. That will be a penalty, and the clock is at 2 seconds right now. That would give West a 1st down, and maybe now you're closer to Alistair Stark range.
Pass interference. Number 15, White. 15 yards. 1st down.
And it can't be number 15. That's Ramon Redis. And Redis stands at 6'2", 270 pounds. He's a senior defensive end who I don't think is in the defensive backfield tonight. Although Redis has not been on the field. He has not played at that defensive end spot. He's a guy who battled injuries last year. He was the defensive newcomer of the year in 2013. So you have to wonder if Redis isn't quite right. Nonetheless, the penalty was thrown. It is a first down here for West. There was time for one play, 2 seconds on the clock at the 21-yard line. So now a little decision time here for Scott Smith. It'll be a long field goal here for Alistair Stark. And for Stark, we haven't really had a chance to see his range. He's not attempted a field goal this year. So it'll be a mystery for us right here. And so now you kind of wonder what Scott Smith's going to try here on a first down, but only time for one play.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and really Plano West, unfortunate for them, they did get the pass interference call, but it was probably a smart play by Carson Mayfield. If he doesn't make that play, maybe it ends up being a completed ball and a touchdown for Plano West. And so you have to give him credit. If you're a coach, you never want to see your defensive guy make a penalty, but probably the smartest move right there. Now, like you said, it's decision time for Plano West. Looks like they're going to go to the end zone, and this is about the same area of the field a week ago where Logan Williams found Tanner Harmon for a touchdown as the half expired.
2 seconds to go in the first half. 21-20 Wolves. Williams going to go to the ear, deep down the near sideline, throws it up for Webb, tangled up, pass is incomplete, but a flag is thrown. Webb was tangled up with McKinney Boyd's Landon Livingston, who was in that deep in the secondary, step for step with Webb, and broke it up. But Livingston with a little push there, maybe called for the pass interference, and that would continue to extend this drive and a chance at another play here with the clock at 0. Half cannot end on a defensive penalty.
Pass interference. Number 19. White. Half the distance. Automatic. First down.
It was on Braxton Webb, not Landon Livingston. Livingston wears number 18, and Livingston is out right now. He is starting safety who is injured, so it was actually number 19 in Braxton Webb on that penalty. And so this will extend the drive some more. Again, a chance for one more play and a decision here for Scott Smith. They have one timeout. They lead 21-20. This you would think would clearly be in Stark's range. Mm-hmm. The nose of the football is just shy of the 10-yard line, moving right to left. Stark is standing at the bottom of the numbers, out around the 25-yard line. They do have a timeout to think about it and talk it over. The play clock has not begun yet, sitting there at 25 seconds. This would be about a 28-yard field goal attempt from the right hash if they elected to kick it. And here comes Stark. So Alistair Stark out of the hole to Tanner Harmon will attempt to give the Wolves a 24-20 lead. This will be the final play of the first half, barring another penalty from McKinney Boyd. There have been back-to-back penalties here on Boyd. They will bring the heat here on Stark as Harmon will take a knee at the 17 and put the hold down from the right hash. This will be what will be a 27-yard attempt, and now Don Drake, who has all three of his timeouts, could essentially elect to ice Stark and use all three. So tell you what, we're going to step aside with him. 30-second break, 21-20, Plano West with the lead. No seconds left on the clock here in this first half. This is the final play. This is Plano West football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Saturday means Irish football.
You got to respect each other.
Running hard. He's going in. What blocking? Long ball downfield. It is
you got to compete as hard as you can.
Fighting down the sideline. Still working. Touchdown Notre Dame.
Listen all season long on your home for Notre Dame football.
Notre Dame battles the University of Massachusetts Saturday at 2:30, pregame at 1:30 on KBC AM 1160.
Back to Clark Stadium in the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth. This is the final play of the first half, 21-20 Wolves. Alistair Stark to kick a field goal. Not quite yet. Don Drake has two more timeouts to burn. He'll burn one of them right here. He'll have one left. You got to think that he'll just go ahead and burn all three. There are no seconds left on this clock here in the first half. It has been an eventful first half, and I got to say that for Plano West offensively, there were a lot of questions around the run game tonight coming in. The offensive game plan has been terrific. The job that Russell Urbanski and Scott Smith have done in the offensive game planning tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it. We talked about the run game, like you said, 94 yards before the half, and they lost 20 yards as a team rushing the ball on that punt. The ball sailed over the punter's head, and they had to take the loss there. So a very nice job in this first half of really correcting. They've done a lot of good things. I'm sure we'll talk about at the half of moving guys around, doing some creative things, and really nice job in this first half. They've got to be encouraged by what this offense has been able to do.
Start back on the field. They'll try this one more time. Boyd does have a timeout left, 21-20. They do get the snap back. The hold is down from Harmon. It's a line drive kick, end over end. It's through the uprights. A terrific job by West to close out the first half, and a 27-yard field goal by Alistair Stark puts the Wolves on top 24-20 here from Clark Stadium. Take a break. We come back. Coming up next is the Mighty Fine Car Wash halftime show. We'll take you around the Metroplex, get you caught up to date on all the scores around the area. Also tell you the first half stats and give you a breakdown of how these two teams matched up here in the first half. Then give you the keys to the second half. And this one between Plano West and McKinney Boyd as the Wolves lead it 24-20 at the break. This is Plano West Wolves football on KMKI 620 AM, Plano, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Peace of mind. It comes from knowing that you and your loved ones are protected. Hello, this is Jim Blythe, and I'm here to tell you about the DFW Academy of Estate Planning Attorneys. Learn how to protect your loved ones and your wealth by attending one of the Academy's Estate Planning and Legacy Wealth Management Seminars. These Estate Planning and Legacy Wealth Management Seminars reveal how to plan for the real-life issues facing families today and how a customized estate plan can help you transfer your assets and your legacy to your loved ones without the hassle and expense of probate. You owe it to yourself and to your family to learn more by attending this special presentation. For estate planning seminar dates and to make a reservation, call the DFW Academy of Estate Planning Attorneys today at 844-278-6604. That's 844-278-6604, providing you and your family peace of mind.
It's time to load up the family and head to town. That's the town of Murphy for the annual Murphy Maze Days Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the Murphy Municipal Complex, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Admission's free, and this family fun festival hosts an amazing concert lineup with headliner Corey Morrow at 6:30 p.m. Other attractions include a classic car show, pet adoptions and microchipping, karaoke corn idol contest, live music, and a fireworks show at 8 p.m. So come on out September 26th and enjoy all the fun all day long. For more details, visit MurphyMazeDays.com.
Writer Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be three things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute online at gdyo.org/jazz.
24-20, Plano West with the lead at the half as we welcome you into the Mighty Fine Car Wash halftime show. Reagan Radcliffe along with David Collier tonight on a terrific night for high school football across the Metroplex here in Plano, Texas tonight, where the Wolves have a 4-point advantage over McKinney Boyd. And Dave, we'll take a look at how we got here tonight. It's been a back-and-forth affair between these two teams, and let's take a look at tonight's scoring summary here through the first 24 minutes of action.
Yeah, it all got started. Brandon Bowling's 16-yard touchdown pass from Grant Ressmeyer to give Boyd a 6-0 lead. Devontae Carline for Plano West got in from 8 yards out immediately right after that to give Plano West a 7-6 lead. Tyler Campbell then found the end zone for the Wolves on a 1-yard run. to give the Wolves a 14-6 lead. And then a couple touchdowns in a row for this McKinney-Boyd team to give them a one-score advantage. And one of those coming off a punt, bad snap on the punt to really get things behind the 8-ball. And then you see a team that looks like it can go into the locker room with their head held down, but Plano West comes back, and then a big touchdown to Tanner Harmon from Logan Williams gives Plano West a 21-20 advantage. And then at the end, a 27-yard field goal right there by Stark to give the Wolves the 24-20 advantage at the half.
And the Wolves tonight, we talked about it was Scott Smith in the pregame show tonight about getting out early, establishing a lead, something that they've not been able to do the last two times out. They've had to play from behind. Tonight they fell behind early, but credit Scott Smith and his staff keeping that group together and really battling. They had a couple of leads tonight, got away from them a little bit. They battled back, and they have the lead at the half, but a lot of resiliency shown tonight by this Wolves team. I think an outstanding game plan really on both sides of the football this evening.
Oh, no doubt about it. They've done a really nice job of really, and the key is getting the ground game going. That just makes this offense look so different than it has all season long. And you see what they've been able to do in this first half. They've put up 187 total yards. 94 of those are on the ground. 20 of those were lost. So they would have, 114 yards on the ground if it wasn't for that debacle on that punt, on the snap on that punt. And you look at what they've been able to do: 15 first downs, averaging almost 4.5 yards per carry. This is just a totally different offense than you saw a week ago. And not to mention that you only have 93 passing yards, but 72.73%. They're doing it at a very efficient rate. And that's really been key for this offense here tonight to build this lead. And you look at what McKinney-Boyd's done on offense all year. They've got plenty of playmakers. They've got the capability they've shown you in the first half to really, get up and run away from someone. But Plano West hasn't allowed that to happen. And a big part of that is the ground game finally getting going here tonight.
Take a look at tonight's statistical breakdown. You start kind of getting into some of those numbers. And both teams have had their glimpses offensively on both sides of the football. Both teams have made some things happen defensively. No turnovers. But let's take a look at how we got here, statistically speaking, how tonight breaks down for both teams.
Yeah, I mentioned Plano West, 187 total yards. McKinney-Boyd, 239. So that's something that I'm sure Scott Smith and that defensive coaching staff are really emphasizing here in the locker room at halftime. Plano West leads the first downs battle 15-12. McKinney-Boyd, 17 rush attempts, 75 yards on the ground. Plano West, 94 yards on 21 carries. Passing the ball, McKinney-Boyd, 11-22, 50% pass completion percentage for 164 yards. Plano West, 8 of 11, 93 yards. McKinney-Boyd's punted it twice, and Plano West has punted it just one time. You look at the individual stats. Grant Restmeyer is having himself a pretty good ball game. 2 touchdowns passing the ball, 1 touchdown on the ground on the keeper on the option. He's got 31 yards. He's the leading rusher for McKinney-Boyd on 6 carries. Caden Markham also 5 carries, 27 yards. Brandon Bowling 4 carries, 14 yards. Receiving the ball, Jeremiah Campbell had the spectacular diving catch, one reception, 45 yards for him. Stephen Driscoll 4 for 44, and then Bowling 4 for 40 with the touchdown earlier in the first half. For Plano West, you look, Tyler Campbell, 11 carries, 36 yards and a touchdown. J.D. Mannigan, 2 carries, 34 yards. Nice job coming off the bench, as can be said for Devontae Carline, 2 carries, 18 yards for him. They've also gotten some receivers in the mix as well, both running the ball and receiving the ball. Tanner Harmon, 7 receptions, 81 yards. Jackson Webb, 1 reception, 12 yards. So for an offense that normally has about 4 or 5, even 6 guys that catch the ball, only 8 completions, and 7 of them have gone to Tanner Harmon. He's been the point of emphasis in this passing game here tonight.
Harmon, a guy that came in with a touchdown in each game this year, catches one here late in the second quarter. 4 touchdowns now in the season for Harmon. And the Wolves have a 24-20 lead following that field goal there on the last play of the first half. 4-point advantage for the Wolves here at the half. Well, McKinney-Boyd's band is down on the field at Clark Stadium playing the halftime show. And we come back, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll tell you about the scores from around the area, get you caught up to date on all the happenings around the Metroplex tonight. That's coming up next here on the Mighty Fine Car Wash halftime show on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
This is the Judge, inviting you to join Dr. Ken Bateman and I weeknights at 7:30 with On Point. Tune in for all your family needs, from how-to and family business from real business owners to the importance of sitting down to dinner together. The Judge and Dr. Bateman explore how to strengthen your family unit by arming you with the local, state, and national information you need today. With your busy lifestyle, let us help make being a family fun again. Stay informed, stay tuned, and have fun with us live weeknights at 7:30 with On Point.
That's weeknights at 7:30 right here on KBCE AM 1160.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Many heart conditions can be fixed, but many of us don't know we have a problem until it's too late. On April 2nd, 2009, Zachary Schraw, a 16-year-old sophomore offensive lineman, died of sudden cardiac arrest, the number one cause of death among student athletes. Like so many SCA victims, Zach had no heart issues, nor did anyone in his family. If Zach had an echocardiogram, he might have been able to avoid suffering a condition that takes 10,000 of our youth each year. In his memory, Living for Zachary was formed to try and prevent SCA from taking the lives of youth everywhere. Join in the fight today and stop the silent killer of SCA by scheduling your young athlete for an echocardiogram, a procedure that can detect any heart issue with 99% accuracy. For more information, visit www.livingforzachary.org. That's living4zachary.org, and let your heart be heard.
Hello everybody, this is Noel McGraw with Vivid Financial Group and your host on Financially Tuned. Rick and I will be hosting a free dinner and workshop at the Mi Casina in Flower Mound on the following dates: Tuesday, September 22nd, Thursday, September 24th, or Tuesday, September 29th. Each free dinner workshop will begin at 6:30. The topics we will be covering are longevity risk, Social Security, hyperinflation, what to do with this current stock market volatility. We'll also finish up on estate planning. Once again, that's at the Mi Casina in Flower Mound. Please give us a call at 817-329-5081 to RSVP. Once again, that number is 817-329-5081 to RSVP. We would love to see you there.
24-20, Plano West on top of McKinney Boyd at the half. McKinney Boyd's band still down on the field at Clark Stadium, playing the halftime show as we welcome you back in. The Mighty Fine Car Wash halftime report. Reagan Ratcliffe along with David Collier tonight on another terrific evening for Friday night football in the Metroplex, and the Wolves on top of Boyd at 24-20 here in the first half. And take around scoreboard last night's action across the Metroplex on a Thursday night, and as it was out of Class 6A, take a look at last night's scores. Arlington Bowie winners over Arlington Sam Houston by a score of 35-29. Out of Class 5 6A, Denton Geyer rolls past Keller 62-44. And then in Class 7 6A, Euless Trinity, they rolled up 412 yards of offense as they improved to 5-0 with a sound 59-33 drumming of Colleyville Heritage. Out of District 9 6A, Irving Nimitz 52-7 winners over Ariel Turner, and then Jesuit blank Sunset 52-0. District 10 6A, Mesquite Horn slips past Mesquite 28-27. And then District 11 6A, Garland last night, a battle between two teams that have gotten off to outstanding starts. Garland against Saxe, and Garland takes advantage of 4 Saxe turnovers as they hand the Mustangs their first loss of the season. Garland winning at 38-34. Rowlett rolls past Tyler Lee 54-20. And then out of Class 5A, some scores to report from last night. Hillcrest on top of North Dallas 41-14. Forney gets to 5-0 with a 58-13 drumming of South Garland. Dallas Samuel blanks Adamson 27-0. Mansfield Lake Ridge beats Waxahachie 60-34. Waxahachie gotten off to a 3-0 start with some big wins. They've lost their quarterback in Kitna, and then Lake Ridge gets to 5-0. The top team right now, considered by many in that Class 5A out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Lake Ridge rolls past Waxahachie 60-34, and then Kennedale on top of Dallas Carter. They put 70 points on the board last night. They went over Carter 70-27. That's last night's action. Let's take a look at tonight's action in Class 6A. David?
Yeah, a lot of good games going on around the area. The first one's a blowout, however. Denton Ryan all over Keller Central 42-0 in the third quarter. We got a tie game in the third over between Keller, Fossil Ridge, and Justin Northwest. That one's tied up at 10 apiece. Trophy Club Byron Nelson leads Keller Timber Creek 28-21 in the third quarter. Arlington Martin, the game we talked about in the opening, against Arlington Lamar. Martin leads at 31-17 in the third quarter in that one. Also in the third quarter, Coppell leads Hurst LD Bell 28-10. Duncanville is losing to Mansfield 27-14 in the third quarter. Flower Mound Marcus only trails Allen 28-21 in the third quarter, one to keep an eye on here in District 6-6A. North Garland and Garland Naaman Forest, no score in that one. DeSoto all over Grand Prairie 22-3 in the third quarter. Skyline leads Irving 25-7 in the second quarter. Louisville on top of Hebron 14-7 in the third quarter. Midlothian and South Grand Prairie tied in a good one. 21-all is the score there in the third quarter. North Crowley on top of Fort Worth Paschal 21-16 in the third quarter. North Mesquite and Highland Park, the game we talked about, Highland Park in danger of losing two games in a row at home. North Mesquite leads at 27-21 in the third quarter there. Plano is trailing Flower Mound on the road 14-13 in the third quarter there. Another interesting game in District 6-6A that I know all of you are very interested in. We'll keep an eye on that one throughout our second half here tonight. Richardson Berkner is getting destroyed by Lake Highlands 42-7 in the second quarter. Richardson Pierce is up on Richardson 28-12 in the third. Richland on top of Haltom 17-7 in the third. Rockwall on top of Garland Lakeview Centennial 38-14 in the second quarter. And South Lake Carroll and Abilene, no score recorded in that one. So a lot of good, interesting games, particularly in District 6-6A as we go throughout the rest of the night.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you up to date on that Marcus Allen game, as well as Flower Mound right now leading over Plano. From Class 6A to Class 5A, Denton has a 29-13 lead over Saginaw Chisholm Trail. That's in the third quarter, as Lake Dallas and Grapevine knotted at 7 in the third. Out of District 9, 5A, the Colony all over Frisco Independence 49-15. Frisco Lone Star blanking Little Elm 14-0 in the third. Frisco Centennial has a 17-7 edge over Frisco, and then Wakeland over Liberty 17-14 in the third. Out of District 9, out of 10-5A, Wiley East 44-27 over McKinney North. It's Prosper shutting out Sherman 27-0 in the third. Wiley has a 14-0 edge over McKinney in the third quarter, and then Lovejoy on top of Denison 21-13 in the second. Out of District 11, 5A, Carrollton Creekview shutting out Conrad 30-0. It's Woodrow Wilson 43-7 over Jefferson in the third, and then Brian Adams has an 8-0 lead over Newman Smith in the third. District 12, 5A, Terrell and Rockwall Heath are tied at 7 apiece in the third quarter. Mesquite Poteet shutting out West Mesquite 13-0 in the third. Then it's South Oak Cliff out of District 13, 5A, 48-2 over Molina tonight in the second quarter. District 14, 5A, we told you we'd keep you updated on this one tonight. One of our games that we previewed, Mansfield Summit all over Legacy tonight, 34-13 at R.L. Anderson Stadium. That's in the second quarter. Red Oak shutting out Arlington Seguin 13-0 in the third. And then Lancaster a 20-14 edge over Mansfield Timberview. That's in the second quarter. One other score out of Class 5A, District 16, 5A, Ennis shutting out Jacksonville 29-0. Here at the half from Clark Stadium tonight, Plano West a 24-20 edge over McKinney Boyd. We'll step aside, take a break. We come back, we'll look at the keys to the second half. That's coming up next on the Mighty Fine Car Wash halftime show on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
More cowbell.
102 West Main Street in Allen has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians.
It's pretty quiet.
Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Want a clean car? You'll have one when you use Mighty Fine Car Wash. Go with the pros that have been cleaning cars for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash offers both fast lane exterior and full-service washes. You'll always get a top-quality wash quickly and at a fair price. Same owner, same phone number for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash, with 7 DFW locations, including Custer at 15th and Preston Road just north of Spring Creek and Plano. Mighty Fine Car Wash.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here.
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
Hello, everybody. This is Noel McGraw with Vivid Financial Group and your host on Financially Tuned. Rick and I will be hosting a free dinner and workshop at the Mi Casina in Flower Mound on the following dates: Tuesday, September 22nd, Thursday, September 24th, or Tuesday, September 29th. Each free dinner workshop will begin at 6:30. The topics we will be covering are longevity risk, Social Security, hyperinflation, what to do with the current stock market volatility. We'll also finish up on estate planning. Once again, that's at the Mi Casina in Flower Mound. Please give us a call at 817-329-5081 to RSVP. Once again, that number is 817-329-5081 to RSVP. We would love to see you there.
Back to Clark Stadium, the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth. Reagan Ratcliffe and David Collier tonight. It is the West Wolves on top, 24-20 over McKinney Boyd. And a reminder, you're listening to Plano West Wolves football on KMKI 620 AM, Plano, Dallas, and Fort Worth. Glad you could join us tonight as we look ahead to the keys to the second half. Wolves tonight got behind early, able to battle their way back, and a field goal there at the last play of the first half gives them a 24-20 edge. And David, let's start on the offensive side of the football tonight. Much more success. There's a big question tonight how they were going to be able to move the football against that big defensive front for McKinney Boyd. They've had success. Really all facets clicking. What do you see Scott Smith, Russell Urbanski, that offensive staff putting together as a game plan coming back out of the locker room here in these final 24 minutes?
You know, I think they're going to continue to do a good job of just moving guys around, getting them in different spots, continue to just do whatever they can to confuse this McKinney Boyd defense, because what we've seen in the first 3 games before tonight, it was much of the same. It was a lot of traditional, off-tackle runs between the tackles, not a whole lot of, sweeps, runs to the edges, and we've seen some of that tonight. We've seen some quick passes in the flats to Tanner Harmon as well. A lot of that has helped spread that defense out, and then when they have gone up the gut, left some space there. I really think you continue to do that until McKinney Boyd shows you they can stop it, and when they make adjustments, you find what works. And also Logan Williams, I think you might see a little more presence. Maybe you haven't seen him aired out like he has. Maybe now that you've shown that, they go make adjustments, maybe spread out a little bit. Maybe there's some more passing lanes there as well for this offense.
So much success tonight in the passing game for Williams has been in the short to intermediate passes. Tanner Harmon, Jackson Webb, Matthew Dean, they've gotten everybody involved in that passing game, has Logan Williams. Defensively now for Plano West, always got your hands full when you face a guy like Grant Ressmeyer at the quarterback position. They've been effective tonight in getting pressure on Ressmeyer, mixing their coverages. They're going to have to continue to do that here in the final 24 minutes.
Oh, no doubt. That's the key to success against this guy. You look at him, you do whatever you can just to confuse him, get in his mind, not let him feel comfortable. If you allow him to sit in the clean pocket, step into his throw, survey the defense, and really throw to a guy that's either open or pretty open, he's going to pick you apart. The guy's an accurate guy. He's a big guy. He can step up. But one thing he doesn't do that well is run the ball. If you can flush him out of the pocket, make him get where he's not comfortable, you're going to have success. That's what Plano West did a lot of times in the first half, but they didn't do it the whole time and continue to take away Brandon Bowling, Caden Markham. Those have been the two guys offensively for Boyd that have hurt this Wolves defense. If they can take those two guys out of it, get pressure in Ressmeyer's face, this should be a pretty successful half and maybe one step closer to a W for Plano West.
Outside of the offense and defense, the special teams has played such a key part as well tonight. We've already seen it in all facets of the game, and extra points and punt returns, and got to think too that could play a key part, especially in a close game like you have right here at 24-20.
Oh, no doubt about it. That's going to be extremely key. You look at what Alistar Stark is able to do in this kicking game, whether it's been in the punting game or the kickoff game, which has been especially exceptional tonight. Just pinning them deep, putting the ball in some crazy spots, and getting this McKinney Boyd offense, working with a lot of green grass in front of them. If they can continue to do that, it's going to be really hard to drive the length of the field in this Plano West defense, and that's going to lead to some success. And then you've also seen what these athletes from Plano West can do, and they get their hands on it in the return game as well.
Just a couple of minutes away from kicking things back off here at Clark Stadium, 24-20. Plano West with the lead, and it will be Boyd who will receive coming out of the locker room here in the second half. Well, you've been listening to the Mighty Fine Car Wash halftime show here on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com. Back with the second half right after this with the Wolves on top, 24-20.
Saturday means Irish football.
You got to respect each other.
Running hard. He's going in. What blocking? Long ball downfield. It is
you got to compete as hard as you can.
Fighting down the sideline. Still working. Touchdown Notre Dame.
Listen all season long on your home for Notre Dame football.
Notre Dame battles the University of Massachusetts Saturday at 2:30, pregame at 1:30 on KVCE AM 1160. How can you make a difference in a veteran's life? Here's how. Register to play in the Association for the United States Army 2015 Wounded Warrior Golf Classic, October 7th at Firewheel Golf Park in Garland. It's open to women and men, 4-player teams with a noon shotgun start, followed by awards and a dinner raffle at 5:30. Awards include hole-in-one, closest to the pin, longest drive, putting, and first and second place teams. Get plugged in today to play. Register at ausanorthtexas.org/2015-AUSA-golf-classic. Proceeds support operations once in a lifetime in North Texas.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
(24-20). It is Plano West on top of McKinney Boys. Welcome back into the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth. Glad you're with us on this terrific Friday night for high school football. Plano West at 1-2, 0-1 in district. McKinney Boyd at 1-3, 0-2 in District 6-6A. So two teams hungry for that first win in district action. Wolves have the early lead at 24-20 at the half. They'll kick it off to Boyd, and Plano West will defend the south end zone. Just a very slight breeze, if any, tonight on a gorgeous night for football. Alistair Stark will tee things up at around the 40-yard line to Boyd. So we'll see Grant Ressmeyer and this Boyd offensive unit has had a couple of leads tonight, but it has been Plano West that has battled back and taken a 4-point advantage. One thing we did talk to Scott Smith about in the pregame show tonight was turnovers and what kind of role that would play. Plano West came in with a +5 turnover margin. For Boyd, a -1 turnover margin. They haven't turned the ball over a lot this year, just 4 times, but they've not been advantageous in taking the football back. But tonight, no turnovers really by either team.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean ball game, really, and not a whole lot of penalties. There's been a few, but hadn't been out of hand. It's been a pretty clean game from both sides and a very evenly matched game, and that should set us up for a very fun and eventful second half.
It is rather West that will receive here in this second half. Ashton Johnson stands back, roaming at his own 5-yard line. West will receive. They'll move from right to left. And this kickoff off the foot of Cameron Darling sails out of bounds at around the 6-yard line, past Devontae Carline. Flags fly. So the West Wolves will have a decision to make here. Officials come over to confer with Scott Smith as to what he would like to do, whether to have McKinney Boyd re-kick that, or if they'll set up shop, first down and 10 there at their own 30-yard line. That looks like that's just what they'll do. First and 10 from their own 30, moving from right to left.
It's a pretty good field position to start. You take all that momentum into the locker room, as we mentioned. 10 unanswered points now put on the board by this Wolves offense. An opportunity to tack some more onto it early in this third quarter and see if you can really, make a statement to McKinney Boyd that you're not going anywhere.
Jeremy Warren, the senior H-back, to the left of the formation. Campbell stands to the right of Williams. Snap back inside, zone give to Campbell, and he is thrown on his backside at the 29-yard line. Loss of 1. The man there on the tackle was Brent Matisic, and it's a second down and 11, rather.
Yeah, just nowhere to go on there for Tyler Campbell. Just not any running room up the gut right there, and another second and long, but over the course of the season, Plano West become pretty accustomed to these.
Second and 11. Here is Campbell on another inside zone play, and he carries the pile past the 35 all the way to the 39-yard line. He's going to be just a yard shy of a first down. That is a punishing run there from Tyler Campbell, and a good sign to see from the senior tailback.
Yeah, really nice vision right there. Made one cut back and then just hit the hole and fought his way off the first would-be tackler and spun his way into another and just carried that pile, like you said. Good second down gain.
Now they go 2-back set on a 3rd and 1. Here's a stretch play to Manigan. He's got a hole across the 45, breaks a tackle at the 50, and is taken down at the 48 of McKinney Boyd. Another big run off right tackle for Manigan. 3rd time he's done that tonight. That first down brought to you by Rodenbaugh.
J.D. Manigan done a nice job tonight. 3 carries. Now all 3 of them have been explosive plays. And a really nice pickup on 3rd down right there for the first down for Plano West.
3 receivers set, 2 to the left. Williams with a snap, has to evade pressure, rolls to his left. He's got room to run. 45, 40, inside move to the 35. 30 slides down to the 28-yard line. Big time run by Logan Williams, who got outside, had a lot of daylight, and then a nifty move at the 40-yard line to pick up extra yardage.
Yeah, we always talk about Logan Williams not being that athletic of a guy that can get out of the pocket and run with it. We look at Tanner Gillian, his backup, more the guy to do that. He's replacing Robert Colmary, who is exceptional at that. But right there, showing off the wheels, makes a cutback and a big first down gain for Plano West.
On a 1st and 10, it is Williams on a play action, looking to throw. He is snowed under back at the 36 of Boyd. Tackle made by Bradley Hume on the sack. It's a loss of 6, and now it's 2nd and 16.
Oh, big missed opportunity right there. Tanner Harmon ran by absolutely everyone, was wide open over the top. I don't know if Logan Williams just didn't see him, if the pressure was too much where he couldn't get his eyes down there. But McKinney Boyd Dodged a big bullet right there as they're able to get the sack and now make it a 2nd and 16 for this Wolves offense.
Opening drive of the second half, 24-20 to Wolves with the lead. Here's Mannigan off right tackle. Again, a bruising run past the 30, and then he is hammered at the 28. Now flags fly. Not a late hit, but maybe a little talking between the two teams as Mannigan took a shot. He is slow to get up. He was tattooed at the 28. Still no indication on the flag. It would be a 3rd down and about 8 here for the Wolves, but we'll check the flag. It looks like we'll be on West.
After play one's over, personal foul number 75. 15 yards, 3rd down.
That is a personal foul on Travis Hall, the left tackle. Senior's making the 8th start of his career. They're really the most veteran member of that offensive front line. And it's a costly penalty. He'll back him back up to the 43-yard line of Boyd. This will make it a 2nd forever. Call it 24. 2 receivers to each side. Here's Harmon in motion to the left. Williams, play action, steps in the pocket, throws. Harmon makes the catch at the 28th, and he's belted there. He holds on. Catch made. They get back to the 28. Maybe the 29 is where they'll call him down. That'll make it 3rd and 10. That's a nice catch by Harmon in traffic.
Yeah, really nice grab right there. And I think it's easily, you're able to see easily tonight who Logan Williams' favorite target is. Tanner Harmon's been all over the place. A ton of receptions in this ball game. He's a big focal point of this offense, and that catch makes it a very 3rd and manageable.
Call it 3rd and 10 from the 29. Clock at 8:50 to go, 3rd quarter. Opening drive of the second half, 24-20 Plano West. They're on the move. Again, Williams, play action, pump fakes to his right. Here comes pressure, escapes to his left, throws over the middle, pass batted away at the 15-yard line. Webb was in double coverage. He tried to sandwich that throw in between the 2 defenders, but just getting a hand on it was the corner Braxton Webb. He's the backup corner as a 2-year letterman who snuck his hand in there and breaks it up, and now it's a 4th down. Here comes the kicking unit on. Or that was a 4th down, it was a 4th down. That will bring the defensive unit on here for Plano West. The down marker had shown 3rd. It was 4th. It was that personal foul. It was not a replay of down, and so that was 4th. And here comes McKinney Boyd, 1st and 10 from their own 29. Grant Ressmeyer and company back onto the field. Boyd moving from left to right, decked out in the white jerseys, navy pants, and the navy helmets. Wolves lead it by 4. Shifting across the front line defensively for Plano West. Here's Ressmeyer, steps in the pocket, now is going to run. Slides down at the 38-yard line. And these two teams getting a little chippy now as Ressmeyer slid down. Balisano was there along with Sonogo. Maybe a few words exchanged. Ressmeyer gets about a yard shy of the first at the 39.
Yeah, it looked like that may have been a little bit of a combination of some talking and then maybe Ressmeyer trying to draw a penalty as well. Gotta love both of these teams going at it here tonight.
Ressmeyer was senior, 2-year letterman, first-team all-district quarterback last year. And a 2nd down and 1. Pump fakes to his left. Pressure coming, eludes it, steps up in the pocket. He's sandwiched at the 43. It is a 1st down, but boy, did he ever take a shot from Sonogo along with Chris Ledesma, and Ressmeyer is slow to get up. He's still hunkered down over his knees. He took a shot from Sonogo, who's one of the most vicious tacklers you'll see. He's a junior, played last year as a sophomore. He is built like a Division I linebacker, and Ressmeyer is very slow to get up, still lays on his back, and you'll quickly see Ryan Dempsey, the junior quarterback, begin to loosen.
Yeah, and it was really a smart play by Ressmeyer. Really know where to go with the football. He steps up, knows the situation. He only needs a yard to get the 1st down. And gets down pretty quick, but not quick enough to avoid that shot, and certainly hope everything's okay with him down there.
Clock is stopped at 7:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. 24-20, Plano West with the lead. That 1st down that Ressmeyer picked up, brought to you by Point of Origin Designs. And Ressmeyer right now, the point of concern here for head coach Don Drake, who's in his 10th season at Boyd. Ressmeyer does get up. His helmet is off. Very slow to get up. Still talking with the trainers. No speculation on our part as to what that could be, other than he took a vicious hit. From the right side, it was Sonogo. The left side, it was Ledesma. 2 linebackers sandwiched Ressmeyer. He is walking off on his own accord, which would give you the thought that there's a good chance you're going to see him back in this one. Here comes Ryan Dempsey. He's a junior quarterback. He has not attempted a pass this year. Ressmeyer had thrown all 110 pass attempts coming in tonight. Ressmeyer, a guy who completed 54% of his passes, is over the 1,000-yard mark now on the season. 8th most passing yards in Class 6A in the area. Now the reins are turned over to Ryan Dempsey, the junior. 7:53 to go, third quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Ball in the near hash. Caden Markham to the left of Dempsey. Handoff straight ahead. Big hole for Markham across the 35-40. He may go untouched. It's a foot race to the goal line. 15, 10, 5, and he outruns Amir Kilpatrick. Touchdown, Caden Markham on the longest play of scrimmage tonight for McKinney Boyd. And the Broncos retake the lead at 26-24 with 7:35 to go in the third quarter.
That was a really nice run right there. And just something that I know Scott Smith's very frustrated with his defense about. They bring the backup quarterback in. You almost know it's a guaranteed run, and still able to run right up the gut for the touchdown. Really untouched, and a big play for McKinney Boyd as they now have the lead.
Extra point, snap, and the hold is down. The kick is through and good off of the leg of Carson Mayfield. So it is now 27-24. Boyd retakes the lead. Third time tonight that they've had the lead over the West Wolves. 7:35 to go in the third quarter. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Saturday means Irish football.
You got to respect each other.
Running hard. He's going in. What blocking? Long ball downfield. It is
compete as hard as you can.
Fighting down the sideline. Still working. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Listen all season long on your home for Notre Dame football.
Notre Dame battles the University of Massachusetts Saturday at 2:30, pregame at 1:30 on KVCE AM 1160.
Touchdown run by Caden Markham gives Boyd a 27-24 lead here in the third quarter. And this kickoff, again, off of the foot of Dempsey, will result in a flag. It sails out of bounds. And again, Scott Smith with a decision to either make him re-kick it or we'll take it over at the 30-yard line. Looks like our decision's made, and Scott Smith will bring it out back to the 30-yard line. Well, it has been a back-and-forth affair. Wouldn't think it'd be anything different the rest of the way here with 7:35 to go in the third quarter. Wolves have shown a lot of resiliency tonight, battling back, and you got to think there's a lot left in that tank, and here they come on the offense with Logan Williams trying to make a charge back down the field.
Yeah, this has really been a back-and-forth affair. You know, both of these teams exchanging punches, and now it's Plano West time. It's their turn to see what they can throw at McKinney Boyd.
Here comes a stretch play near side to Campbell. Breaks a tackle to the 30, ahead to the 35, lowers his shoulders and gets to the 38. That is an outstanding run by Campbell off a left tackle just to find a little crease and then make some yardage on his own. It's a gain of 8 to the 38.
You know, we've really seen a physical presence out of Tyler Campbell that really hadn't been there so far this season. He's been banged up a little bit. Seems like he's got a little more pep in his step here tonight.
2nd and 2. It is a botched play in the backfield. Williams going to roll back to his right, throws it away. The two backs in the backfield, and Campbell and Manigan, were mixed up, and both ran into Williams. Williams, all he can do is heave this one to the sidelines. It's now 3rd and 1. Williams and Campbell both, or rather Campbell and Manigan both looked over to the sidelines to see who was in the wrong there. It's now 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, heads-up play by Logan Williams, too. That could have been a negative play, but just throw it away, get a 3rd and 1. It's very, very makeable 3rd and 1, and see what happens.
Campbell to the right. Manigan to the left to Williams. Handoff. Manigan gets first down yardage, escapes the grasp at the 40, and lunges forward almost to the 41 to get that first down. They have had a lot of success tonight off a right tackle running with J.D. Manigan and getting in behind Ryan Krumholtz and what was Anthony Cancebetti, and now Travis Simmons there. It is Cancebetti back at the right tackle. They've had a lot of success there tonight. He does get the first down. That first down brought to you by Flat Shell Service Center. Here comes Williams on a first down, dumps it off to Campbell at the 40. He's met immediately right there at the line of scrimmage. Well, he is tattooed by Justin Stewart, 6 foot, 250-pound nose guard, who brings him down. Stewart, just a sophomore, an impressive-looking figure there in the middle. And it was Stewart's older brother last year and Jonathan, who started at nose tackle. Really two different builds. It was his older brother Jonathan, much smaller in stature, but very quick off the ball. And Stewart has a body of a kid that looks like could be a Division I athlete one day at 6 foot 250. 2nd down and 9. They gave him forward progress. Here's a stretch play. It's going to be Williams, though, instead, keeping it straight ahead of the 49. He faked the jet sweep to Harmon. Keeps it straight ahead of the 49. Gets a good chunk of yardage and makes it a 3rd down and a manageable 3 with the clock rolling at 5:56, and the Wolves down by 3 here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, really nice decision right there by Logan Williams. Sees some space there in the middle, just takes it himself, and turns us into another 3rd and manageable, where we've seen this offense do pretty well here tonight. Mannigan
to the left and Campbell to the right of Williams. Snap back, play action. Wide open is Campbell in the flats. 1st down to the 45 and to the 41 of Boyd. Late tackle, no flags thrown as Campbell was shoved into the sidelines over on the far side into that Boyd bench. He does get back up. 1st down, though, to the 41 of Boyd. Here comes Plano West. That 1st down brought to you by Mighty Fine Car Wash as the Wolves move the sticks again.
Certainly looked like that should have been a late hit out of bounds. He was almost past the white out of bounds before he was taken down into the McKinney Boyd bench. Really surprised there's no call there. But nevertheless, 1st down, and like you said, continue to move the chains for this Wolves offense.
3 receivers set with 2 to the left into Brow up top to the right. Here's a bubble screen out to Harmon. Makes a move at the 45. Ball's loose on the ground. There's a scramble forward at the 45, and Boyd comes up with it. There was a strip, and the Boyd Broncos come up with the football. Braxton Webb came out with it, and there's the first turnover of the night. It's a costly one. It gives Boyd the football and negates that Plano West drive.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time tonight Tanner Harmon has had the ball come out. The first time it was ruled that he was down by contact right there. Nice job in the open field for this McKinney Boyd defense to make the tackle while Harmon's trying to make him miss and not only get him down but get the ball out and recover it as well. And now a Plano West team down by 3 looking to keep it there for this defense.
Grant Ressmeyer is back at the quarterback position. Snap to Ressmeyer, throws, quick pass in the flat, near side, caught by Markham at the 50. Escapes a tackle outside the numbers, then is stood up at the 46-yard line of Plano West. 4 blue jerseys there, led by the Wolves' Titus Wall. But Markham is a guy who bust one up the middle there on the previous drive, straight ahead for a 45-yard touchdown run, and here he gets near 1st down yardage in the passing game, 2nd down and 1. We're inside 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter at 4:50 and rolling. 27-24, Boyd on top. It's been a back-and-forth affair tonight. Boyd with their 3rd lead of the evening. Low snap to Ressmeyer. Pulls it up around his ankles. Steps up, throws a home run ball deep down the middle. Looking for Campbell. Dives. It's incomplete. At the goal line, Jeremiah Campbell had a step on Adae Kilpatrick, and Campbell could not haul it in. Guy that made a 70-yard touchdown reception against Coppell. That one right there would have gone for 46, but he just missed it past his outstretched arms. It's a 3rd and 1 now.
There's no doubt who the deep ball threat on this McKinney Boyd offense is. Jeremiah Campbell with the 45-yard spectacular diving catch in the first half. Almost had a diving catch right there for either a touchdown or a 1st and goal, but just over his arms and a 3rd and 1 now for McKinney Boyd.
H-back set to the right. 2-back set, handoff Markham, right side, lowers his shoulders, gets the 1st down to the 43 before he's tackled by Sonogo. Move the chains again for Boyd, and that 1st down brought to you by Buford Roofing and Construction gives Boyd a 1st and 10 at the Wolves' 43 with 4:31 to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, Malik Monroe, the defensive tackle for the Wolves, got some good inside penetration. Almost had a play in the backfield, but a good job right there for this McKinney Boyd offense, getting just enough for the 1st down.
Markham set to the left of Ressmeyer. Wolves show pressure. Snap back. Here comes the heat. Dumps this one off into the flats. Pass caught at the 40. Spun at the 41. Breaks a tackle. 35, 30 ahead of the 26-yard line. Goes Julian Coaxum. Just his 7th reception of the year, but the extra effort gives Boyd another 1st down, and now Kilpatrick is very slow to get up. That's Adae Kilpatrick, the corner. He does finally stand up on his own accord. It's a 1st down brought to you by Rodenbaugh, and it's 1st and 10 at the Wolves' 26. Right at 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Boyd trying to extend a 27-24 lead. West desperately needing a stop here. Trying to keep it at a 1-possession game. Inside handoff. Markham started right, cuts back to his left, finds a little hole, gets past the 20, all the way to the 15-yard line. Very patient running that time by Caden Markham, the junior, who gets another first down. Move the chains again here for Boyd. 1st and 10 at the 15 of West.
This really feels like a statement drive from this McKinney-Boyd offense. They're doing whatever they want right here. This is a Plano West defense that is very tired, and it's showing on this drive.
Handoff again, Markham. He's got a big hole past the 10. He's into the end zone, carrying a tackler. He carried Jared Valisano with him, and Markham, all of a sudden, a guy who has stepped up in a big way. Don Drake talked earlier this week about wanting to find a back that would be the workhorse. They've not been able to do that. They've split time between him and Doran Gibson, and boy, has Markham stepped up here in the third quarter to take that job.
Yeah, he's looked very impressive, and we talked about at halftime, Plano West had done a really good job of keeping the ball, relatively good job of keeping the ball out of the hands of both Markham and Brandon Bowling, but right there, Markham once again making his presence felt here in the second half.
Extra point is good. Boyd now has their largest lead of the game at 34-24 with 3:24 to go in the third quarter. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Want a clean car? You'll have one when you use Mighty Fine Car Wash. Go with the pros that have been cleaning cars for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash offers both fast lane exterior and full service washes. You'll always get a top quality wash quickly and at a fair price. Same owner, same phone number for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash with 7 DFW locations, including Custer at 15th and Preston Road just north of Spring Creek and Plano. Mighty Fine Car Wash.
34-24, Boyd with the lead over Plano West with 3:24 to go in the third quarter. We're at the bottom of the hour. I want to remind you that Plano West Wolves football is broadcast here on KMKI, 620 AM, Plano, Dallas, and Fort Worth. Glad you're with us tonight here in the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth. Reagan Ratcliffe and David Collier with you tonight. Here's an end-over-end kick from Ryan Dempsey that sails down into the hands of Ashton Johnson across the 15-20. Got a big hole. 30, 35, 40. He may go across midfield. Johnston's going to take this one to the house. A foot race to the goal line. And he walks in. It's a touchdown for Johnson, although there is a flag that is laying down back at the 30-yard line. So hold everything. Ashton Johnson, who has played a huge role tonight in the kicking game, took a punt back earlier tonight, all the way to the 3-yard line, may have this touchdown negated.
44. Plano West. 10-yard penalty. First down.
They will bring this one back. A terrific run by Ashton Johnson to find a seam off the right side. But they're going to bring it back. That would have been a huge answer and put Plano West right back in this ball game. Instead, they will march this one off. See where that flag was thrown. They were going to march this one off from the 30, so we'll mark it back at the 20-yard line. So essentially, you can almost say an 80-yard penalty here for Plano West. They're going to have to start all the way back at the 20-yard line.
Those are the worst. Those are the ones that you just when everything is not going your way and you get a big play. That's just that punch in the gut that can really get you down. We're about to see right here on this drive if this team can overcome adversity.
Stretch play to Campbell, starts left, bounces outside, past the 25, buried there. First man there, Parker Noren, the safety there to make the stop. Also along with Brent Matisic, whose brother was the Defensive District's Player of the Year last year. And Matisic getting that nod there at outside linebacker tonight. It's a gain of 5. Second down, actually a gain of 6. Second and 4. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. 34-24 Boyd. Hand off to Campbell. Him and Logan Williams were both kind of tangled up with the football. Both of them wanted to take it. Campbell keeps it to the 26. And he's lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 4.
Just a lot of negative plays, a lot of miscommunication, just some of these things that you don't really see on the stat sheet, but just those little mistakes that are really holding this offense back. In the first half, they look like a completely different club than we've seen all season long. Now here in the second half, really having a tough time getting that rhythm back.
3rd down and 4 with 2:08 to go on the clock in the third quarter. Wolves down by 10. Man in motion is Josh Vivier. There's movement across the line for Boyd. There are flags. This is a free play. Williams is snowed under back at the 15-yard line. Sack, but this will not go as a sack under the ledger of Logan Williams, that offensive line. Defensive offsides is what the call should be. Which, if that's the case, that would move the chains.
Offsides. Number 60 in the white. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So it is a first down for Plano West on that offsides. It's a team in McKinney Boyd that came in tonight. They had been plagued by penalties. In fact, a team averaging 89 yards per game in penalties. That has not really been the case tonight. Both teams, for the most part, have played disciplined football, although probably the biggest penalty we've seen tonight, that kickoff return by Ashton Johnson that he took to the house, 85 yards, called back on a holding play. Holding call. Here's Logan Williams off the right side. He is stoned at the 28, upended, taken down for a loss of 2. That was Ethan Johnson, safety, that came in and just buried Williams back.
Holding. 74 blue. 10-yard penalty. Repeat third down. First down, excuse me.
Yeah, holding call again on Plano West. We're talking about the penalties now. They're beginning to mount up for Plano West right here. 1:40 on the clock in the third, and the Wolves down by 10. This is a critical drive right here. 1st and 20 from their own 20-yard line, moving right to left. Williams trying to orchestrate this offense and get a drive going right here. Got their work cut out for him at a 1st and 20. 2 receivers split to each side. Campbell stands to the left of Williams. Here comes pressure off the edge. Williams steps up, throws a dart. Caught at the 23. Now they're going to say it hit the turf. Jackson Webb pulled that one right off his shoe tops at the turf. Say it hit the turf first. Incomplete. 2nd and 20. Clock stopped at 1:19. Well, now all of a sudden that Wolves offense having a hard time getting that motor going. And give credit right now to J.W. Pate, the defensive coordinator for McKinney Boyd, of finding some things that are working against this Wolves offense.
Yeah, they just seem really out of sync all of a sudden, where they're really moving at a really good pace in that first half, really running that up-tempo offense to perfection, and had McKinney Boyd on their heels, but here in the second half, nothing going.
2nd and forever. Williams steps up. Deep ball down the left side. Has a man incomplete. Diving attempt by Webb. Boy, he had him open. If he hits him in stride, that might be 6. He just overshot him. Incomplete. 3rd down and 20 now.
You know what? I think whenever they go back and watch that film, I think that might be one that they're talking to Jackson Webb about. Looked like he kind of let up, a little bit before Logan Williams threw that ball. And if he keeps running the whole time, that might be 6, because that was mighty close and almost a near big play. But Logan Williams showing their arm strength. They can stretch the field on this team. These receivers have shown earlier. Tanner Harmon was behind everybody. Logan Williams didn't see him. This offense is capable of those big-time plays, and they're going to need one right now on 3rd and 20.
3rd and 20, and flags, whether whistles blow, no flags. The play clock was down to 0. They have just gotten a timeout. And they did get a timeout called.
First of the half.
34-24. Wolves down by 10. 3rd and 20 with 1:11 to go here in the third quarter. Reagan Ratcliffe along with David Collier tonight here in the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth. Both teams hungry for a win in district play. Wolves, a team last year that started off district at 2-0, then took on a Plano team that they were upset by. A little different story this year. They've gotten off to a 1-2 overall start, 0-1 in district, and right now down by 10 with 1:11 to go in the third quarter. There'll be a sense of urgency right now, and a whole lot of plays that you have in that playbook on a 3rd down and 20. I know that Logan Williams right here is going to the air. His favorite target tonight has been Tanner Harmon. He's come up big a couple of times tonight, situations where he's gained 20-plus yards. So I think that maybe Harmon might be the target right here. 3 receivers set. 2 backs in the backfield. Manigan to the left, Campbell to the right of Williams. 3-man front defensively for Boyd. 3-man rush. Williams in the pocket. He has heat. Steps up. Throws over the middle. Pass caught by Webb. Now he juggles and drops it at the 43. And it was Braxton Webb at the corner that once again got a hand in there on it. It's incomplete. 4th and 20. And the Wolves will have to kick it away with 1:05 remaining in the third.
Really nice job by this McKinney Boyd defense. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They are not letting Plano West get anything going. And now this Boyd offense will get the ball back in very good field position with an opportunity to really put a stranglehold on this game late in the third quarter.
Alistair Stark back at his own 5-yard line. Kick this one away. Good snap. Gets this one away, a spiraling kick, nose in the air. This one comes down at the 45. Catch made on the run, hit, and a shot taken at the 46. Jeremiah Campbell there on the return. Makes a dangerous running catch, but he does field it cleanly. Clock at 56 seconds to go. Third quarter, 34-24. Boyd with the lead, and they'll have good field position right here. Boy, this is a critical defensive series here for the Wolves.
Oh, no doubt about it. This could be the ball game for this Plano West defense. They cannot allow to go, this McKinney Boyd offense to go score a touchdown, go down by 3 scores with only a quarter to go. They need a big play. They need to hold them here and get the ball back in Logan Williams and company's hands.
1st and 10 from their own 45. Ressmeyer back in the shotgun. Looks to his right, rolls back, throws across his body, pass caught at the 45 of Plano West. Ahead to the 40 to now to the 39-yard line. It's Jeremiah Campbell, tackle made by Ledesma. It's another Boyd first down, brought to you by Point of Origin Designs. And Ressmeyer in the passing game, again, very effective at moving the sticks. It is Caden Markham who sets to the left of Ressmeyer. Clock inside 40 and counting at 38 seconds. Late third quarter, Ressmeyer to throw. Quick pass in the flat, caught at the 36-yard line, ahead to the 33. That time it was Stephen Driscoll with the catch. Big gain of 7. Clock continues to tick at 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 34-24, Boyd with the edge. Ressmeyer stands in the gun. 2 receivers split to each side. Clock down to 10 seconds. Play clock is all the way down to 0. Now whistles finally blow. Not sure the Boyd ever signaled for a timeout. The game clock continues to roll down. It rolls all the way down to 0. Play clock was at 0. Officials will come over and confer here and get things straightened out.
Please set the clock. 4 seconds.
We'll reset the game clock to 4 seconds. Play clock must not have been right, so no penalties. 2nd down and 3 from the Wolves' 33-yard line. 4 seconds on the clock. The clock right now shows 3. Just need 1 more second here with the Boyd 10-point advantage. See if they get it. Now they got it. 4 seconds to go here in the third. But should be the final play of this third quarter. They're going to let it roll. They're going to let it roll on out. Let's say the final play of the third quarter. That will do it for the third quarter. We'll head to the fourth. Switch sides. Wolves down by a score of 34-24. They got 12 minutes to mount a comeback. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Saturday means Irish football.
You got to respect each other.
Running hard. He's going in. What blocking?
Long ball downfield.
It is
You got to compete as hard as you can.
Fighting down the sideline. Still working. Touchdown Notre Dame. Listen all season long on your home for Notre Dame football.
Notre Dame battles the University of Massachusetts Saturday at 2:30, pregame at 1:30 on KVCE AM 1160.
Plano West had a 24-20 lead at the half. We go to the fourth. They're now down 34-24. Outscored 14-0 in the third quarter. And Grant Ressmeyer has the Broncos on the move. They're at the 32-yard line of Plano West, traveling from right to left. It's the same formation that they've utilized all night. 4 receivers, 2 set to each side. They have not gotten out of that formation with Caden Markham set to the left of Ressmeyer. 4-man front for the Wolves. Here comes pressure. Straight ahead by Titus Wall. They pick it up. Ressmeyer heaves it deep down the left sideline. Looking for his man Driscoll. Pass caught. A diving catch. A touchdown. There were flags. But that penalty is on Roderick Wells. Was pushing Driscoll in the back. And Driscoll somehow leaped out and made that grab. It's a touchdown. And now Boyd is completely in the driver's seat at 40-24 with 11:53 to go in the fourth.
Defensive pass interference. Penalty declined. Touchdown.
It was Roderick Wells there on the coverage. Wells, who's in for Ade Kilpatrick, who was banged up in the third quarter. And it was Driscoll who got behind him. Now 40-24. Here comes Cameron Powell on for the extra point attempt. Make this a 17-point ball game. Snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is a line drive shot straight through the uprights. 41-24. Boyd in complete control now with 11:53 to go in the game. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
You considered a career in firefighting or law enforcement? If so, Tarrant County College has a state-of-the-art fire service training center and law enforcement training center complete with indoor firing range located at TCCD's Northwest Campus. Tarrant County College is a veteran-centered college community and offers accelerated degrees and certificates for veterans in criminal justice and fire technology. If you are interested in completing a degree or certification in firefighting or law enforcement, please visit tccd.edu. Tarrant County College, success within reach.
41-24 Boyd with a 17-point edge. 11:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Reagan Radcliffe and David Collier with you tonight from the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth at Clark Stadium. Ryan Dempsey tees it up and put toes to leather and kicks this one off. Right side, brought in around the 12-yard line. Here comes Justin Fisher. Big hole, 25-30. Stood up at the 34 and wrestled down there. Wolves will have it. Their largest deficit of the night at 17. This is a Wolves team that had a 24-20 lead at the half. They've blinked, and now they're down 17 with 11:44 to go in the game and in jeopardy of falling to 0-2 in District 6-6A action.
Yeah, it goes without saying, but obviously a very crucial drive right here for this Plano West offense. They've got to put up points in a hurry if they want a chance on this one. And they've shown the ability to do it, but here in the second half, it's been all McKinney Boyd's defense really controlling this Wolves offense.
Here's a handoff straight ahead to Campbell. Boy, he is buried at the line of scrimmage. There was nowhere to go. First man there was Noah Prater. I've not seen Ramon Redis tonight, the heralded defensive end. Who was a defensive newcomer of the year a couple of years ago. We got it 6'2", 270. It is Prater, though, that has had a standout game. 6'1", 240-pound senior, a first-team All-District defensive end last year. A guy that Don Drake raves about how hot his motor is that he plays with at that end position. 2nd and 10 for Williams. Here comes pressure. Gets away from it. Throws it. Has a man open. Diving catch. Caught at the 43-yard line. If he hits his man in stride right there, he's got plenty of room. That's Riley Castor who makes the grab, and will leave West a manageable 3rd down and 2 with the clock ticking at 10:55 to go in the fourth, and West down by 17. Jeremy Warren's the H-back to the right of the formation. Manigan stands to the right of Williams. Here's a quick pass caught by Bennett DeBrow at the 48. He has the first down, slung down at the bottom of the numbers. Moves the chains. That first down brought to you by Flat Shell Service Center. Gives West a first down. There's a man down here for Boyd on the near sideline. That is Braden Webb, the inside linebacker, who was second-team All-District selection last year and leads this Boyd team in tackles. He's very slow to get up, kind of hunched over at the top of the numbers, and now whistles blow. They'll call time here with 10:40 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it looked like Braden Webb kind of came out at the end of that play and kind of dove on top of that pile. I wonder if it was just kind of got the wind knocked out of him a little bit, coming up slow. Now he jogs off to the side.
Webb, a senior who came with 43 tackles tonight. Now it's Trey Dan Heller, a sophomore who fills in at the inside linebacker spot. 3-man front for Boyd. Show pressure off the edges. Now they back out. Williams to throw over the middle. Pass caught by Castor. He is belted at the 30. Holds on to the football. He juggled it, and it came right down into his hands. He hauls it in on his backside of the 30-yard line. It's a first down for the Wolves. The clock stops at 10:28. That first down brought to you by Mighty Fine Car Wash gets the Wolves deeper into Boyd territory at the 30.
Yeah, heck of a catch right there by Riley Castor. He took a shot on that one. The ball went up. Luckily, it came right back down, landed on his stomach, was able to get it in, and the Wolves' big drive right here.
There's Williams again to the air. Has Bennett DeBrow open at the 5. Makes the catch, an inside move. Into the end zone goes DeBrow. No flags on the play. It's a touchdown for the Wolves with 10:05 to go in the fourth. Here comes Plano West right back at Boyd, 41-30. As they run the extra point crew back onto the field, here comes Alistair Stark.
And one thing to look at, Bennett DeBrow is really hobbling after that. Got up initially, went right back down, and he's hobbling. He's still out there, but he is obviously in some pain. That's
the second touchdown reception for DeBrow, a senior wideout. He does hobble very gingerly on that right foot as he comes over to the sideline. Extra point now here from Stark. They had a swinging gate formation. Now the offensive linemen slide from the left to the right, out into the center of the field. Here's a snap down to Tanner Harmon. He gets the hold down. The kick is through. And good. 41-31. West not out of it yet. They're down by 10 with 10:05 to go in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM at SportsSoundsRadio.com.
It's time to load up the family and head to town. That's the town of Murphy for the annual Murphy Mays Days Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the Murphy Municipal Complex, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Admission's free, and this family fun festival hosts an amazing concert lineup with headliner Corey Morrow at 6:30 p.m. Other attractions include a classic car show, pet adoptions and microchipping, karaoke corn idol contest, live music, and a fireworks show at 8 p.m. So come on out September 26th and enjoy all the fun all day long. For more details, visit MurphyMaysDays.com.
Fourth quarter action from Clark Stadium. 41-31. Plano West climbing their way back into this one. They were down by as many as 17. Touchdown pass to Bennett DeBrow from 29 yards out from Logan Williams, and here come the Wolves. Tee this one up from the 40-yard line. Alistair Stark, as we welcome you back in the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth on another outstanding night for high school football here in the Metroplex. Temperatures right at 90 degrees at kickoff tonight. Lights are on as here comes Stark. Kicks this one away. Drills a high end-over-end kick. Sails down into the hands of McKinney Boyd's Jordan Jones. He's going to bring it out. He's hit at the 5-yard line. Dropped at the 2. There's a flag on the play. Oh, has that ever a hit? Back at the 2-yard line. Tackle made by Titus Wall, and he put Jones on his backside. We'll check the flag. Well, boy, McKinney Boyd has a chance to start in their drive here. They're going to give him forward progress to the 5. Jones ended up back on his backside at the 2-yard line.
Block in the back. Number 35 in the white. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
I don't know what was more emphatic, the hit by Wall or the call by the ref right there. But nonetheless, it is a first down here at the 2-yard line.
Well, certainly this is an opportunity for Plano West. You get the quick score. You get a mistake by the return team bringing it out of the end zone. You get a good play by your kickoff unit, and then you get a penalty. They're backed up to their 2.5-yard line. Big opportunity if they can get a quick 3-and-out for this Plano West team.
Markham stands in the pistol about 5 yards deep in the end zone. Straight ahead give to him, and he muscles his way forward, kind of slithers his way to the 7-yard line. He gets a gain of about 4, almost 5 yards on the play. And Markham has really stepped up to become the workhorse tonight. A guy who had 19 carries for 136 yards a couple of weeks ago against Allen. Came in with 293 on 62 carries coming into tonight's game. And he has stepped up in a big way. Here they go right back to the ground game to Markham. He's stood up in the backfield, escapes a couple of tacklers, and then is tackled from behind back at the 8-yard line. Sunogo's there to make the tackle. It's a gain of 1, but what could have been a loss of about 3. Be a third down along 4 now with the clock ticking at 9:15 to go in the fourth, and West down by 10.
Certainly a big play coming up, and you look, and these are the situations where games are really won and lost. If Plano West can get a big stop here, their offense will return to the field in very, very good field position with a big opportunity. You hear the crowd getting on their feet, getting a little excited. They know how big this play is. 3rd and 4. Markham again in the pistol. Moving across the right line. Now their flags are thrown. Whistles blow. It was movement. It was on the left side. The tight end position. Maybe Max Poussard right there moving across the front.
Start. Number 75.
Where that was the left tackle and Patrick Quintana. And now that's a big penalty in the fact that it moves it back 5 here. What was a 3rd and 5 now becomes a 3rd down and close to 10. We'll move it back close to the 3-yard line as they march this one off. We're back to mark it at the 4, so make it a 3rd down and 9 here with 8:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Boyd works with a 3-wide set. Poussard is the tight end to the left of the formation. Markham stands in the pistol. He's 3 yards deep in the gun directly behind Ressmeyer. Long count from Ressmeyer, the senior signal caller. Play clock at 11. Game clock at 8:30. Snap back, throws, pass, caught on a deep out at the 14-yard line, first down yardage. Pass hauled in by Stephen Driscoll, moves the chains once again, and that first down brought to you by Buford Roofing and Construction gets Boyd out of really their backs to the wall there on their own end zone. It gets out to make it the 18-yard line.
And credit this McKinney Boyd offense. Malik McElmore out today, and Ashton Johnson in there in his place. They went right after him on a pivotal play right there and able to pick up the first down.
Handoff. Markham again carrying tacklers past the 25 to the 28. Close to another first down. It is a first down for McKinney Boyd. Moves the sticks again. And that first down brought to you by Rodenbaugh. Boyd with a 10-point edge. Plano West had Boyd buried back at their own 3 to start this drive. Now they've got it out to the 28-yard line. Traveling from right to left. That West secondary is banged up. Ade Kilpatrick is out. It's now Ashton Johnston at the corner. And DeMarcus Hall there at the safety position. Amir Kilpatrick in as well. On the far side is Justin Fisher. Shifting across the defensive front line as they slide to the right. Here's a handoff straight ahead. Markham lowers his shoulders, stood up and stoned to the 31. Sonogo there along with Caleb Abebefe. That was a brutal tackle there on Markham, but he does muscle his way forward for a gain of 4. And now the clock becomes that 12th man here for Boyd. As they've gotten out, they've got a little breathing room here out from near their own end zone. Now 7:30 to go in the fourth, leading Plano West by 10. 2 wide set to either side. Markham to the left of Ressmeyer. Ressmeyer taking his time. Play clock down to 7. Long look. Movement by the receiver up top. That is Julian Coaxum. Will be called for the false start. They'll back this up 5. It'll make it a second down and 11.
False start. Number 11. 5 yards. Replay second.
So they'll replay second down, be second and 11. I'll tell you, we'll keep you up to date on District 6-6A action tonight. The big one in Allen, 31-28. Allen with the lead in the fourth quarter over Marcus. Plano has come back to take a 27-24 edge over Flower Mound. That's late in the fourth. Then one other game, Louisville with a 21-14 lead over Hebron in the fourth. Here, 41-31 Boyd. Ressmeyer out of the gun. Second and 11. Steps up. He's going to scramble. Slides down at the 35. And will leave Boyd a third down and a very manageable 3rd and 2. Mark him at the 30. Mark him at the 35. Make it a 3rd down and 3.
Funny, right as you said that Marcus Allen score. Allen actually scored a touchdown. So 38-28 now. They extend the lead. They never seem like you can get up on them. Certainly, we'll keep an eye on that one though as the night goes on.
Allen, a team that rides a 47-game win streak in tonight. At home, here's a toss sweep to Markham. He's tackled back at the 31. Loss of 2 will force Boyd to punt. That's a great tackle by Titus Wall. Came up from his safety position to make that stop. And it will leave Boyd a 4th and 6. They'll run the punting unit out. Inside 6 minutes now to go with 5:58. Clock ticking down. West down by 10. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
A big stop right there. 5 minutes, still plenty of time to do what you need to do in this game. You've got a couple timeouts in your hip pocket as well. You just can't afford those costly mistakes. If they can play a clean game, execute offensively, this is still very doable for this Wolves offense.
Derek Dickman to punt this one away. It's a high arching kick that comes down to the hands of Jackson Webb at the 37-yard line. Makes that catch cleanly, so the Wolves have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. 5:26 remaining in the fourth quarter, and Boyd leading at 41-31. We're at the top of the hour, so I want to remind you that Plano West Wolves football can be heard right here on KMKI 620 AM. Plano, Dallas, and Fort Worth. Glad you're with us tonight. Reagan Ratcliffe and David Collier on the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth. At Plano West down by 10 with 5:26 remaining. Logan Williams back in the shotgun. Campbell to his right. Warren is the H-back straight ahead. Snap back. Williams steps up to his left. Pressure coming from the backside. He's sacked. Ball's loose at the 31. Boyd may have it. They're signaling that they do. A swarm of white jerseys, and yes, sir, they do. turnover, and Boyd comes up with it. It was the defensive end, Bradley Hume, who came out with it. 2 costly turnovers tonight in the second half for Plano West. Boyd has the football, leading by 10 and deep in Plano West territory at the 31-yard line of the Wolves.
Well, you mentioned it at halftime, Reagan. This McKinney-Boyd team came in, not on the good side of the turnover margin for the season, while Plano West, that's what they've done really well so far this year. But, they're not doing what they normally do here tonight. McKinney-Boyd limiting their own turnovers and taking advantage when the ball's on the ground for Plano West. And very, very good spot right now for McKinney-Boyd.
1st and 10 with 5:14 remaining in the game. Ressmeyer, the chest-high snap, gets it, throws it, right side. Short pass caught, and then ahead to the 25-yard line. That goes Jeremiah Campbell. Gain of close to 6. Clock continues to tick at the 24-yard line. Now inside 5 minutes at 4:55. Wolves in danger of falling to 0-2 in district, and after having won their season opener against Mesquite, in danger of dropping their 3rd straight. Ressmeyer, with the clock in his favor, will let this play clock tick down inside 10 seconds now. Markham stands to the right of Ressmeyer. Pressure shown by the Wolves. They blitz up the middle. Here's a short pass to Campbell. Holds on to it and somehow maneuvers his way into traffic and carries would-be tackler to the 21-yard line. It's a first down for Boyd. First down brought to you by Point of Origin Designs. Boyd has it 1st and 10 at the Wolves' 21. 4:20 to go in the game.
We've got one final in District 6-6A. Louisville on the road at Hebron wins at 21-14 to improve to 2-2 on the year. Hebron now 1-4.
Hebron's lone win over Plano a couple of weeks ago in the district opener. Here, 41-31 Boyd with 4 minutes to go in the 4th. Ressmeyer stands the gun back at the 25. A snap, he throws it, going long ball to the end zone, pass incomplete, overshot. Stephen Driscoll, one-on-one coverage. It was Ashton Johnson there with him. Well, Johnson's played an impressive game tonight. The special teams had a big punt return that returned all the way down to the 3-yard line. Also had a kickoff return. He took it to the house. It was negated on a holding penalty. And Johnson's a guy that seems to have the propensity to make some big plays. An interception returned for a touchdown against Saxe a couple of weeks ago. He's at the corner spot right now, filling in for Ade Kilpatrick, who was injured in the 3rd quarter. Kilpatrick stands on the sidelines in a kind of a coaching role. Here's a snap to Ressmeyer on a 2nd and 10. Pass caught, then Justin Fisher steps up and runs Campbell out of bounds immediately right at the original line of scrimmage. I don't know what the injury is on Kilpatrick, but he does stand on the sidelines. He was coaching Johnston up. He's the corner to the near side just in front of Kilpatrick. Clock continues to roll here at 3:27. Now the whistles blow. 41-31 Boyd.
3:40.
Going to reset the clock. Reset it to 3:44. Timeout has been called. Both teams will go to their respective sidelines. Boyd at 1-3. Their only win coming in the season opener against Mesquite Horn. They are on the verge of getting their 2nd win of the year. Picked by many to
reset the clock.
Be a team that
3:45.
Be a team that might finish amongst the leaders in the district. In fact, I think Dave Campbell's had them 2nd in the district.
Thank you.
Gotten off to a slow start. They've looked like in the second half tonight, they've looked like the team I think that Don Drake expected to see this year.
Yeah, they've looked very, very explosive offensively, and a lot of playmakers, a lot of guys you can get the ball in their hands that are home run threats, and then defensively, just taking advantage of opportunities. Not allowing this Plano West team to get in a rhythm and taking advantage on the balls on the ground.
Here's Campbell on a little counter play, bounces it outside near the top of the numbers and taken down at the 18. Short gain of a couple. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. 3:30 to go in the 4th quarter. 41-31 Boyd. We'll be right back here next Friday night. Showdown between crosstown rivals in Plano Senior High and Plano West. Two teams that, will be desperately hungry for a win.
Plano actually just scored a touchdown against Flower Mound to extend that lead 36-24 with the PAT pending.
Plano trying to get their first win in district tonight. Snap to Resmeyer. Lofts it towards the end zone. Looking for Driscoll. Tangled up with Johnston. Incomplete. No flags. Boy, Johnston had an arm in there on Driscoll. No penalty flag. Offensive tackle Tyrese Robinson had his helmet taken off as well. He's doing a little finger point. A kid that stands 6'4", 300, and a guy that you'll more than likely see play on Saturdays. In fact, he has offers to the likes of, well, you name it, Auburn, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Baylor, Oklahoma State. The list goes on and on. I know you'd love to see him in a Ole Miss Rebels uniform. In fact, he's kind of doing an audition tonight. This Boyd has the look of a Ole Miss Rebels team with the uniforms that they wear tonight.
Yeah, they got the red and blue going. Not a bad color combination. I know you wish it was green down there, but
Baylor's in there on the mix on them, so we'll have to fight over him. Here's Plano West back with the football. 2:57 to go, down by 10. Tanner Gillian's in the game now, and he lofts this one, heaves it out of bounds, looking for, it was Jackson Webb on the far sidelines, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 with 2:52 to go in the game. Gillian, a junior quarterback, a guy that saw significant action last week. Talked to Scott Smith over the week about it, and really that was kind of the game plan, is they wanted to get Tanner in. That was by design. They want to see what the junior has. They're very impressed with him. Gives him a little run pass threat option. Here he is in the shotgun. Throws near side to DeBrow in the flat. Caught at the 25. And bounces this one outside of the 27. He's about a yard shy of a first. Clock at 2:40 and rolling.
Really a mistake by DeBrow right there. Opportunity to get out of bounds and save some time. This game's not over. There's still plenty of time for Plano West to have a shot in this one, but certainly some precious seconds ticking off the clock.
3rd down and 1. Here's Gillian back in the gun. Throws near side, way too high for DeBrow. Had DeBrow open at the 32, just overshot him. And this will be a 4th down territory right here. 2:21 to go in the game. 4th and 1 from their own 27-yard line. Campbell comes back in at running back. He'll stand to the left to Gillian. Warren's the H-back. 2 receivers left, 1 right on a 4th and 1. Handoff straight ahead to Campbell, and he just muscles his way forward. 1st down yardage past the 30. Ball's loose on the turf again. Officials confirming that he was down. Campbell was down. There's been 2 costly turnovers tonight in the second half, but this will not be the third. Campbell was down. Moves the chains. And that 1st down brought to you by Flat Shell Service Center. Gives Plano West a 1st and 10 at their own 32. But they've got to hurry. The clock now moving as the chains are set. It's at 2:07 and counting. Down 41-31. Gillian operates with 2 receivers to either side. Harmon and DeBrow come to the near side. Flags thrown. It was moving on the right side. Now he throws. Pass caught by Harmon. Boy, he'd pay the price at the 45. He took a shot in the back from Braden Webb. Does get up. He held on to it, but I got to believe this is going to come back.
Illegal motion. Two players never got set. For blue, 5-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
Move this one back 5 yards. That official tonight, well, he's earned his money tonight. He has had a long evening. Had some emphatic calls, had some calls too that he wasn't quite so confident in. There's a snap that gets past Gillian. Recovers it on the run. Heaves it off his back foot from the 10-yard line. Airmails this one into the McKinney Boyd bench over on the far sideline. Clock stops at 1:40 and 2nd down and 15. West is down by 10 at 41-31. You got a ways to go right here with the drive, but a touchdown will put you right back in it. We've seen them recover a couple of onside kicks this year. So this one not over yet. 2nd and 15 with 1:40 to go. Campbell to the right of Gillian, junior signal caller. He came in tonight 6 of 12 for 60 yards. Stands in the pocket, delivers, pass caught by DeBrow near sideline. There he gets out of bounds. Here the 1st down marker at the 41. He's a yard shy. Clock stops at 1:35.
Right there, you know, he could have gone another yard pretty easily and picked up the 1st down. Now it's 3rd and 1. And, you know, with a minute 35, you really don't want to waste a play picking up the 1st down just to make sure you get it. But right now, they may have to.
3rd down and 1 with 1:35 to go. 41-31. Campbell to the right of Gillian. The snap. throws. Pass caught by DeBrown. Hits the 49, gets to the 50, cross midfield. Dives out of bounds. Tackled there by Drew Robinson. Does get out of bounds. Moves the change. 1st and 10. That first down brought to you by Mighty Fine Car Wash. Gets the Wolves right at midfield is where they mark it with 1:29 to go. 10-point lead here for Boyd. It was 24-20 at the half. Plano West with the lead. It's 41-31 here with 1:29 remaining in the game. Gillian rolls to his right. Pressure coming. He's slung down back at the 39-yard line. Sacked in the backfield by Noah Prater, the defensive end. Brings him down. They got to hurry. 2 timeouts left. Got to be a sense of urgency right here with 1:15, and West kind of walking back here to the line of scrimmage. Gillian now trying to hurry the troops up. With 1:06 to go in the game, down by 10. Low snap. Gillian has a hard time fielding it. Here comes Heat. Steps up. He's going to run. Breaks a tackle to the 38. Dives forward to the 41. Clock at 55 seconds. Now they'll burn a timeout. They have 1 left with 55 seconds remaining in the game, and the Wolves down by 10 points.
Plano West.
It's a really interesting coaching decision as well to take Logan Williams. He's really the more prolific passer of the two between him and Tanner Gillian, and putting in Tanner Gillian here when you really need to move the ball down the field in a hurry. Interesting call there, and it's just been kind of a weird drive here for Plano West. Some bad snaps, not a whole lot of sense of urgency like you mentioned, and just doesn't really look like a team that really feels like they can do this. But we saw a few weeks ago against Saxe them turn what looked to be an easy Saxe win pretty interesting in those last couple minutes because of a sense of urgency and because of a couple late scores.
Here comes Gillian. And a chance to see kind of the junior in a pressure spot right here. Mm-hmm. Guy that they feel like could be the future quarterback next year, and getting a shot at it right here. High snap. This is over his head. Ball rolling loose at the 28, and he just heaves this one out of bounds. Well, there have been about 4 or 5 snaps tonight that have been just over the head, very hard to handle, very uncharacteristic. Callie Eric, the center, a guy who started 6 games at left tackle last year, moved to the center role. Really like what they have with him there. He's got some big shoes to fill as well. We talk about a guy like Soso Jamambo graduating, going to UCLA. And Travis Armstrong was a center last year, was an all-district selection. He needs some big shoes to fill as well. So here's the game right here, 4th and 19. 48 seconds to go, timeout called. West will confer. Talk this one over here. 4th and 19, down by 10 at 41-31. Got to draw something up here, but essentially it all starts with a snap. Got to get a good snap back to Gillian right here and give him a chance to make something happen. And you can also think here that more than likely going to try to get something with Gillian rolling out, give him some time to throw the football.
Yeah, I would think so. And, you look and there's just not many plays in the playbook for 19 yards. You don't have a lot of designs for that. So it's going to just be something that, just throw it down and see if you can, get some yards after the catch, something crazy happen. But, Plano West is, while they've done a lot of good things, a lot of positives you can take away. I know that Scott Smith and company are going to be really frustrated when they watch this film. Just the little careless mistakes that they can clean up that maybe could have been the difference tonight if they clean those up.
4th and 19. Here's the game, down by 10 with 48 seconds to go. Gillian's going to throw from the pocket. Pass over the middle. Caught. Oh, what a hit at the 48-yard line. Be well short of the first down. Matthew Dean took a shot, but hold everything. There's flags thrown. Flags thrown, and it would seem that would be a targeting foul as Dean took a shot to the helmet. Credit Dean for holding on, but boy, did he ever take a hit to the head. He gets up off the turf pretty quick. But that would go back to where they're trying to protect those players with the concussions, and that right there was as clear as day, a hit straight to the helmet, which would infer a targeting foul. Would keep this drive alive. There are 39 seconds on the clock, and West down by 10 at 41-31.
Personal foul, number 40 in the 15-yard penalty. First down.
Penalty is on Webb. Whether it was targeting or something that Webb said, he is hands in the air, not knowing what he did.
For a second there, I thought it might be a dead ball after the play. maybe a celebration penalty, because he did throw his hands in the air afterwards. And but if it was that, you'd think it would be a dead ball, still be it would still be a turnover on downs. But Plano West with the shot here.
1st and 10, 33 seconds. Gillian going deep for the end zone, looking for DeBrow. Pass is intercepted. Armani Jenkins was there. Made that catch about 8 yards deep in the end zone. Jenkins, a guy, first-team All-District last year, the fastest player on this defensive unit for Boyd, and he was ahead of DeBrow and makes that catch, and that's going to be the ball game. 26 seconds to go, and Boyd can run this one out as they have a 10-point lead here in the waning moments of this one.
Can't blame Plano West. They got a big penalty that went their way, and they had to score in a hurry, go to the end zone, but safety help over the top, not a whole lot of room there for DeBrow. Would have been a spectacular catch if he'd have been able to get his hands on it and overshot it. And give this McKinney Boyd defense credit when it seemed like all the momentum was on Plano West side coming out of the half. They really stepped up in the second half and won this ball game for their team. Snap to Restmeyer. All he has to do is take a knee. He does, and now they can watch it run out. Plano West has 2 timeouts, but they're just going to concede it and let it run out. As the clock ticks down inside 10, 41-31 tonight. Boyd is going to come from behind and win this one. West had a 24-20 lead at the half. And Boyd's going to come away as the clock ticks down to 0 with a 41-31 win tonight over the Plano West Wolves, as Plano West falls to 1-3 overall, 0-2 in district. McKinney Boyd now at 2-3 overall. They get to 1-2 in District 6-6A as they pick up their first win in district action. We'll take a break. We come back. Coming up next is the Road Boss Flooring American Appliances postgame show as we recap tonight's scoring summary, stats, take a look around the scores from around the area. That's all coming up next. This is Plano West Wolves football on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Saturday means Irish football.
You got to respect each other.
Running hard. He's going in. What blocking?
Long ball downfield.
It is
you got to compete as hard as you can.
Notre Dame fighting down the sideline. Still working. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Listen all season long on your home for Notre Dame football.
Notre Dame battles the University of Massachusetts Saturday at 2:30, pregame at 1:30 on KVCE AM 1160. How can you make a difference in a veteran's life? Here's how. Register to play in the Association for the United States Army 2015 Wounded Warrior Golf Classic, October 7th at Firewheel Golf Park in Garland. It's open to women and men, 4-player teams with a noon shotgun start, followed by awards and a dinner raffle at 5:30. Awards include hole-in-one, closest to the pin, longest drive, putting, and first and second place teams. Get plugged in today to play. Register at ausanorthtexas.org/2015-AUSA-golf-classic. Proceeds support operations once in a lifetime in North Texas.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
Plano West falling tonight to McKinney Boyd by a score of 41-31 as we welcome you into the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth here on the Road Boss Flooring American Appliances postgame show. Reagan Ratcliffe along with David Collier tonight. Wolves with the loss tonight fall to 1-3 and 0-2 in District 6-6A. McKinney Boyd gets to 2-3 overall and 1-2 in District 6-6A. And let's take a look at how we got here tonight. A back and forth affair that was really decided in the second half. And David's got to look at tonight's scoring summary.
Yeah, it was all started early in the first quarter. The first drive, Brandon Bowling gets into the end zone on a 16-yard pass from Grant Restmeyer to give McKinney Boyd an early 6-0 lead. The extra point was no good off the right upright. Plano West came storming back on the very next drive. Devontae Cardline found the end zone from 8 yards out. And then Plano West takes a lead on a Tyler Campbell 1-yard run to put them up 14-6. A pair of touchdowns for McKinney Boyd then gave Boyd the lead. First one coming on a 30-yard pass to Caden Markham from Caden Markham, 30-yard pass from Grant Restmeyer. And then Restmeyer kept it on an option to go in for the 4-yard run. And then Tanner Harmon comes back for Plano West, gets into the end zone. Logan Williams found him from 22 yards out, and then West tacked on a field goal to take a 24-20 lead into the halftime break. But in the second half, it was all McKinney Boyd as Caden Markham got in with a 57-yard run and then a 15-yard run, and then Stephen Driscoll hauled in a 32-yard touchdown pass from Grant Restmeyer to really get a stranglehold on this lead for McKinney Boyd. Plano West came back with a touchdown of their own to Bennett Dubrow, 30 yards out from Logan Williams, but it was not enough as this McKinney Boyd defense was really able to hold down this Wolves offense in the second half and get them the 41-31 win.
41-31. Boyd with that victory tonight. And let's take a look at tonight's statistical summary. And boy, starting with Boyd, a very balanced attack tonight. You knew that they had the passing game. The question for them was the running game tonight. They were very effective in the running game. For Plano West, a lot of questions surrounded their running game tonight. They were able to get some chunks of yardage tonight in the running game as well. Logan Williams was effective through the air. Maybe the big statistic that stands out is the turnovers in the second half for Plano West. But take a look at tonight's statistical summary, Dave.
Yeah, when you look at total yards, 471 yards for this McKinney Boyd offense. So this is a really tough time for this Wolves defense to really get anything going. 373 yards of offense for Plano West. First downs, Plano West did get the advantage there, 25-23. Rushing the ball, McKinney Boyd 202 yards on 31 carries, an average of 6.52 yards per carry. For Plano West, a big improvement from what we've seen. That's going to be important going on this season. 150 yards on the ground, 37 carries, 4.05 yards per carry there. Through the air, McKinney Boyd 20 of 34, 269 yards. When you look at what Plano West did, 20 of 33 for 223 yards. But like you said, it was the turnovers that ultimately did it for McKinney Boyd, as they were able to come up with some big plays in the second half that really slowed down any momentum that Plano West was building, and at the same time, really got their offense into favorable field positions and took advantage.
Our final score again, Boyd wins this one 41-31 over Plano West. The Wolves still in search of their first victory in District 6-6A. Have to wait another week, and they'll have a chance against crosstown rival Plano Senior High right back here next Friday night at Clark Stadium. Well, we'll take a break. We come back, we'll get you up to date on scores around the Metroplex tonight. A lot of great games once again this week across the DFW area. We'll get you caught up on those as well as tell you what happened District 6-6A tonight. Big one tonight between Allen and Flower Mound Marcus. We'll tell you all about that. That's coming up next here on the Road Boss Flooring American Appliances postgame show on 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here.
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
Welcome you back into the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth. The Rotobaugh Flooring American Appliances post-game show from Clark Stadium tonight. 41-31 our final. The McKinney Boyd Broncos winning over Plano West. Boyd gets to 2-3 and 1-2 in District 6-6A. The Wolves falling to 1-3 overall and now at 0-2 out of District 6-6A action. Let's tell you what happened in District 6-6A tonight. The big one this evening, Allen and Flower Mound Marcus, and Allen winning by a score of 38-28. Marcus gave them all they could handle, but Allen pulls away once again in the fourth quarter, very similar to last year's game. Allen wins this one, a 48-game win streak now for the three-time defending state champions. Plano holding on against Flower Mound, 36-31. The final score is the Wildcats win over Flower Mound. That's their first win in district. That's a Plano senior high team that the Wolves will see right here next week. Louisville and Hebron. Louisville wins 21-14. That's a final there as Louisville sends Hebron to 1-4. And David's got a look at the rest of Class 6A action tonight.
In District 4-6A, Arlington Martin, the game we talked about in the open, rolls Arlington Lamar 52-24 the final in that one. In the fourth quarter of action, North Crowley's all over Fort Worth Pascal 57-15 at Fort Worth's Farrington Field. In District 5-6A action, Denton Ryan all over Keller Central 51-6 is the final. Keller Fossil Ridge wins a very tight ball game over Justin Northwest 27-26 is the final there. In the fourth quarter of action, Trophy Club Byron Nelson was up 51-45 on Keller Timber Creek. In District 7-6A action, Coppell up 42-10. That's a final 42-10. Coppell wins it over Hearst LD Bell. Haltom falls to Richland at home 27-14 is the final there. In District 8-6A, South Grand Prairie leads at 56-42 to Midlothian is the final there. DeSoto destroys Grand Prairie at home 60-3 the final in that one, and Mansfield all over Duncanville 41-14 is the final in that one. District 9-6A, Irving MacArthur up 56-52 to W.T. White in the fourth quarter. Also in the fourth quarter, Skyline up on Irving 49-7. We move on to District 10-6A, where Lake Highlands all over Richardson Berkner in a shootout 59-28 is the fourth quarter in that one. Highland Park starts a new winning streak at home and come from behind fashion. 28-27 winners over North Mesquite. North Mesquite led that one pretty much all the way through. Richardson Pierce up 50-47 over Richardson in the shootout. That one's in the fourth quarter. And District 11-6A, Rockwald's up 59-35 against Garland Lakeview Central. That one's in the fourth quarter of play. Moving on to 5A action, District 5-5A, Denton wins at 43-19 against Saginaw Chisholm Trail. District 6-5A, Lake Dallas wins at 17-7 over Grapevine. District 9-5A, the Colony puts up 70 points as they win it over Frisco Independent 70-41. Frisco Lone Star wins at 35-6 over Little Elm. Frisco Centennial defeats Frisco 31-27 at Toyota Stadium. And Frisco Wakeland beats Frisco Liberty 44-36. District 10-5A, Wiley East 63, McKinney North 43 in the fourth quarter of action at Wiley IST Stadium. Prosper defeats Sherman 47-15. Wiley defeats McKinney 24-21 in overtime at McKinney's Ron Poe Stadium. Denison up 34-31 over Lovejoy in the fourth quarter. Moving on to District 11-5A, Carrollton Creekview up 40-2 or wins at 40-2 over Conrad. Woodrow Wilson wins it over Thomas Jefferson, 63-7 is the final there. Bryan Adams beats Carrollton Newman Smith, 23-16 is the final at Carrollton Standridge Stadium. At Rockwall's Wilkerson's Sanders Stadium, Terrell defeats Rockwall Heath 21-14. Mesquite Poteet wins it against West Mesquite 25-2. And District 13-5A, South Oak Cliff all over Molina 62-2. District 14-5A, Mansfield Summit, a game we talked about in the open, all over Mansfield Legacy 55-20 in the fourth quarter of play there. Goodwin Arlington Seguin defeats Red Oak 2019 is the final. Lancaster defeats Mansfield Timberview 35-21 in District 16-5A. 57-0 Ennis over Jacksonville is the final there. So a lot of good games, a lot of blowouts around the area, but a pretty good night of football in the Metroplex as well.
Here, 41-31, McKinney Boyd wins over Plano West tonight at Clark Stadium. When we come back, our final segment, final thoughts, and we'll look ahead to next Friday night. It's a showdown between Plano West and Plano Senior High right here at Clark Stadium. We'll tell you about that. More to come. One last segment here coming up next on the Rodenbaugh's Flooring American Appliances postgame show on KMKI 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.
Want a clean car? You'll have one when you use Mighty Fine Car Wash. Go with the pros that have been cleaning cars for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash offers both fast lane exterior and full-service washes. You'll always get a top-quality wash quickly and at a fair price. Same owner, same phone number for over 34 years. Mighty Fine Car Wash, with 7 DFW locations, including Custer at 15th and Preston Road just north of Spring Creek and Plano. Mighty Fine Car Wash.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here.
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Hey, Plano ISD football fans, Maury Buford with Buford Roofing and Construction. Living in Texas, you are no stranger to the Texas heat. Would you like to cut your AC heating bill up to 50%? Would you like your home more comfortable? Foam insulation is your answer. Call me for a free analysis and estimate of your home and start saving money now. We can be reached at 817-329-ROOF or at our website, BufordRoofing.com.
(41-31) tonight. McKinney Boyd over Plano West as we welcome you back into the Mighty Fine Car Wash broadcast booth and the Rodenbaugh's Flooring American Appliances post-game show. Reagan Ratcliffe and David Collier with you tonight. Plano West had a 24-20 lead tonight going in at the half. They seemed to be in control, but second half adjustments, and McKinney Boyd tonight, really that third quarter began to separate themselves. Some turnovers were key tonight, and it was Boyd that became the better team there in the final 24 minutes this evening.
Oh, no doubt about it, Reagan. I mean, you look and some really nice halftime adjustments, and credit this McKinney Boyd defense. They just did not allow this Plano West offense to get in the rhythm that they did in the first half, because we talked about it. The first 3 games of the season, it's been hard to find an identity for this Wolves offense, but tonight they had a really good game plan coming in. They were really moving the ball. They looked a lot different. They looked a lot more confident. They were, moving the ball in the passing game and the running game. They were doing different things, getting the ball in different guys' hands, and they were really keeping that Boyd defense on their heels. But in the second half, that completely, had a complete turnaround as Boyd was really able to really, they were kind of able to take it to Plano West, and instead of being back on their heels in it, and it showed. And then this Boyd offense got hot, made some big plays, and it was just one of those things where, a couple key turnovers. Who knows what happens? But give McKinney Boyd credit. They came in here, they did what they had to do in the second half, and they got a big W when they really needed it.
Boyd with the win, now 2-3 overall. They erase a 3-game losing streak. They're now 1-2 in district. For Plano West, they're at 1-3. They have a 3-game losing streak of their own after winning the season opener against Mesquite. They're 0-2 in district. So now you turn the page and look towards next week. I'll tell you about our next broadcast. It will come to you next Friday night. It's a key cross-town showdown between two teams that have stumbled out of the gates here in the early going, but it'll be a big one on Friday night. Plano West against Plano Senior High, two teams that in desperate need of a win to kind of keep their playoff hopes alive. They'll meet right here at Clark Stadium. Plano West will be the visiting team in that game as both these teams share here at Clark Stadium. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 7 o'clock. With the Buford Roofing pregame show at 7 p.m. and then kickoff is scheduled for 7:30. Well, until then, from our broadcast partner David Collier, I'm Reagan Radcliffe. Until next time, good night and God bless.
Plano West Wolves football is on KMKI 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com. This broadcast of Plano ISD football featuring the Plano West Wolves is sponsored by Mighty Fine Car Wash, serving fans of Plano ISD athletics for 34 years with 2 locations in Plano, Custer Road at 15th Street and Preston Road just north of Spring Creek Parkway. Buford Roofing and Construction. When you use Buford Roofing and Construction, you can consider yourself protected and customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances on Main Street in downtown Allen, serving the folks of Collin County for more than 50 years. Point of Origin Design, providing screen printing, embroidery, and design services online at pointoforigindesign.com. Flat Shell Auto Service and Repair Center on Preston Road at I-635. Plano ISD football featuring the Plano West Wolves is a presentation of KMKI 620 AM and SportsSoundsRadio.com.